Okay. Didn't do any workout yesterday because it was too hot and I was stressing over Returnal. Uh, but yeah, let's talk about it. Um, so let's see. Let's go open up a couple tabs. We have a lot, obviously, to talk about. We will be talking about some rumors. It's not something I really like to do, but we're getting some big rumors, would which would lead to being true. Um, of a new Final Fantasy, and we're learning about some rumors. It's not something I really like to do, but we're getting of a new Final Fantasy, and the details. It is on a bigger scale, so we're gonna knock that one out right now. But we will circle back around to this rumor when more of the panel gets in here. Um, so, and we also have a joint statement that we have to release today on behalf of the rules of the PlayStation Legion and how we're going to orchestrate the stream or any stream going forward. Don't worry, shouldn't piss anybody off, but I want to make sure the rest of them are here so we can cover that. So, there is a rumor that a Final Fantasy game is in the works. This game will be exclusive. We heard this rumor at least halfway through the point. I'm out of breath because I was just working out, but don't worry, I'm all right. We were halfway through the week when we heard about a rumor of a new Final Fantasy exclusive being shown off in June. So it was like, oh, okay, I see it. And I was like, okay, it's a rumor. It's probably going to be true, but I don't really care. Then today I wake up and we get new details that Team Ninja, which made Neo, which is a Japanese Souls game, is going to be doing the Final Fantasy game with Square, which would mean we would be getting a Dark Souls style Final Fantasy game exclusively for PlayStation. This, if it's true, would be a big fucking blow. Now, as you already know, we have access to all the Souls games. All of them. Like every single Souls game is on the PlayStation 4. And if you have a PS5, that means you have access to Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, Demon Souls Remake, Neo 2, Sekiro. It's this other fucking Souls game that was made by an indie team. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat will fill me in. We basically have, from what I understand, we have access to every single Souls game, especially if you own a PS5. Every single Souls game. Rafe the Emperor, he's not liking that. Look, I'm not a big Souls fan if you're talking about like third-party Souls games, but I've made it my mission to play all the first-party Souls games. And I got a platinum on 2 of them, and those are the main line. That's Demon Souls and Bloodborne. I did beat Neo. Wasn't a fan of Neo 2 because I saw what they were doing with it. Obviously, this new Final Fantasy collaboration is going to be big because, again, Square Enix doesn't seem to, they don't like to team up that much for shit like this. You know, they did a similar thing with Dynasty Warriors where it was like, okay, let's team up with Dragon Quest to make a Dynasty Warriors style Dragon Quest. And the first one was really good. I didn't get a chance to play the second one, but I really loved the first one. I loved it so much that I went and got the platinum. And it was a great platinum. So, you know, collaboration, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I'm interested to see if this rumor is true. If it is true, it's going to be interesting to see if it's a, you know, is it a Final Fantasy like Neo based game where you make your own character? Is it a Final Fantasy Neo based game where there's already a character in the story waiting for you? Is this game gonna feature other Final Fantasy characters? Obviously, it will have Easter eggs and weapons from legendary Final Fantasy characters. I would only expect. But if this is true, yeah, I would fucking love it. I would love this, and I think a lot of people would like it. So that's the first major rumor. All I'm gonna say right now, my boy Cedric is in the building. Let's give a shout out to William Wilder Beast is here. I can't pronounce your first name, so I'm not gonna butcher it. Rollo God was here. Me and him was up there watching Kid Smooth fail horribly on his first run through Returnal. Unknown is here. Mike Johnson is here. Remember, Mike Johnson, I still got your profile picture. So whenever you need it, let me know. I can hook you up with it. Parco Tech is here. Civil Hall 9000 is here. Rafe the Emperor is here. Ice Queen Gaming is here. Who else is here? I know somebody else is up in here. I already said Cedric. Is there anybody else that got here first? The first person was William Wilderbeast. So Wilderbeast was the first person here. Enzo. And Stardust. The fuck? How didn't I see those two? Okay, Enzo and Stardust are also here. So big shout out to everybody that got here before we get the wave. Also, big shout out to the people that are blocking the trolls as soon as they come in. You guys are doing an awesome job with that. And they don't like it. So keep it up. Eddie, I checked out both of the trailers you showed. One was a cinematic. One was a cinematic with a developer diary. And that was the shooter one. So from what I gathered, the shooting game is a cell phone title, and they're bringing it to consoles. It is not a console game. It is a console port of a cell phone game. It was not very impressive, but again, I want to thank you for bringing that to our attention. Let me see. And let me see. I got it on YouTube right here, but you guys can't see it. The name of the game is Lost Light. They have changed the logo. It was just kind of like a triangle logo. What they did was they put a Firefly style logo from The Last of Us, very similar to the Firefly logo on The Last of Us. They put that logo over top of the triangle. So let's go dive into the news so we can go check out all of this stuff. So this is what I was talking about. Let's go dive into it. Again, a big shout out to the people that are already here, and a shout out to the people that are going to be getting here.
What up, man?
What's going on, man? Let me go pin a tweet real quick, because the good news is we sold 5 shirts. I will be giving you guys an update, and hopefully whenever the people get their shirts, they'll be posting screenshots. So as far as I know, about 2 or 3 of the PSL OG official shirts were sold, and then the Console Kingdom shirts were sold, about 2 of those. So again, big shout out to any of the individuals that picked up those 2 shirts. There's a new logo I'm working on. Obviously, as Xbox has no games. There's another logo that's finished, but I have not put it on the shirt, and that is Wait for E3. So I'm gonna have another Xbox has no game shirt that might be replacing the Xbox has no game logo that doesn't sell, and that would probably be the one with the white. So the design is gonna look different, but it's gonna look dope. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go pin that so you guys can definitely look at the merchandise whenever you get a chance.
Hey,
what's up?
You heard about that? The Steam games will be coming to consoles.
No, that's not official. I know what you're talking about.
It's
So
not
basically,
official?
no, hear me out. So basically, the dude that owns Steam, right? Gabe Newell, the president of Steam, the person that owns Steam,
Yeah.
he gave a very vague answer to a interviewer that asked him, "Does this mean games are gonna come to Steam?" And he said, "Wait, you will see." So he never gave an official announcement. There's no official confirmation, but he did
Oh,
give
all right.
an answer that would lead people to believe that more games are coming to PlayStation. Now, on average, there's a lot of games that come to PlayStation from the Steam store because obviously PC is an open platform. There's not one person that owns PC, so nobody is actually owning any of the games compared to like PlayStation or Xbox, right? Where they own the IPs, they own the studios, and it's really up to them where they place the game. But on PC, the games go to PC because it's an open platform. You can get games out there faster, betas, early access, stuff like that. But when the report you're talking to me about, wherever you heard it, it kind of doesn't even matter because games come to PlayStation all the time from Steam. So it doesn't mean that games are going to come to Steam from PlayStation, come to PlayStation from Steam because that's already happening. But as far as the president of Valve, they were specifically talking about the Valve-owned games. That would be Half-Life. That would be Left 4 Dead. They don't make a lot of games now, but the games that they used to be known for, people were wondering if they'd come over to PC. So again, the answer is up in the air. There's no definitive answer floating out so far that I know. But it does mean that you will probably see something in the future, but nobody knows what that will be or when it will be because, again, he didn't give a definitive answer. But yeah, I mean, I could care less. I think the one thing that like PlayStation fans might care about is Half-Life Alyx for the brand new PS5 VR headset. So possibly you might see that.
And you might get some MOs games like all them little MOs, Survivor and shit.
No,
Like
that's what
that.
I'm saying. We don't have to. That's what I'm saying, Eddie. Valve doesn't own those. Valve owns like a
Oh,
small collection of games. Those MMOs are
oh,
by
I thought they did.
by developers that are not owned by Valve. So it's
I
really up
got
to
you.
the developer when or if they're going to bring those games to consoles. There's nothing stopping them because the technology of the next generation PlayStation consoles and Xbox are so advanced that nobody can really say, "Hey, this is stopping us from bringing it over." It's just a matter of if and when. But Valve doesn't
Oh,
have any say so on any game that's really on PC that's hot. It's on the
oh,
Valve
I got you.
Steam store because it's an open platform. It's not there because anybody's paying for it to stay on the Steam store. So
Chicken, you think you think they do they might you think they might do put like a Steam thing app on like an Xbox and PlayStation 5? You think they might do something like that, or do you might they just put it just on just games, like put the games on the PlayStation 5? You think they should
that
do? You think they'll
that's what I've
do it
been
like
trying
that?
to tell you, Eddie.
Oh,
That's
all right.
not it's not
Hold
even
on.
called for because Steam doesn't really own anything.
Oh, I thought they
They
did. I
they
thought they
they put
owned
them
some.
on the
I thought they
store
did that.
because it's the biggest storefront. They're not
Oh,
putting them on the store because somebody's paying them to put it on the store. It's an open platform. PC, that's why you have early accesses and betas and unfinished games on PC because it's such an open platform. Nobody owns anything. So we don't need a Steam app on PlayStation or Xbox when so many games that first premiered on Steam are heading over to console on their own free will. Like it's not even
mm,
needed. That's not even called for at all. It'll happen when it happens, whichever game you might be interested in. It's shit. It might happen next week. It might happen next year. It might happen in 4 years. It might happen in 7 years. Um, but it's really more so you need to research the developers and see how big they are, how small they are. Bringing a game to a console might require them to raise more money. It might require the game to sell better on PC so they can have more money to put it on console. So, if you're looking forward to a game that's on PC right now, Eddie, you need to do some research into who makes the game and then track down the developer and see if they have any interest in bringing it to consoles. You know, Even last generation, the capabilities of the PS4, the Xbox One wasn't bad enough for games not to be on PlayStation, but they might keep games on PC because it might be a better uh, it might be a just better environment for those specific type of games. They might just do well over there. Um, until consoles get back up there because we have a new generation. So once PS5 like gets around the 20 million mark, you obviously see more PC developers than they already are bringing bigger games over. Um, you already saw that one MMO, that Hunter MMO that I was playing, that came over. The cell phone game you talked to me about, Lost Light, that came over. So, um, I mean, like I said, it's up in the air. Next week, a couple days, years, like you can just find the information anywhere of a game coming to PlayStation that we never knew about, but it ends up being a PC port. But let me read some of this chat real quick, Eddie. Let me see. It's probably new games from Valve, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, I would only hope that Valve starts making games. They've been lazy for multiple generations and not producing anything of their own. So it would be interesting to see if Valve starts to make games and if they're good and they're not buggy or glitchy. Um, let's see. Steam, man, I'm good. I use Steam for custom zombie maps. Cool thumbnail. Thanks games. I had another thumbnail, but I thought this one was better. I didn't want to disrespect Returnal by using the spaceman. How long are you streaming? I plan to cut this shit off around 5. But depends on when Adam gets in here and how much information he's gonna let loose on us.
Oh, Jay, did you see that red alert I put in thing?
No.
Even though it's more of a
I'm gonna go check it out real quick. Are you
it's
talking
more
about? Yeah, we talked about that already. The Final Fantasy game being made
yeah
by Team Ninja. That's gonna be similar to Souls game. Yeah, we
yeah
covered. That was the first thing we covered before you and Eddie jumped in here. We classify that in a rumor. So if you don't mind, well, see that's the
yeah
thing.
it is rumor.
I posted
It is
that
rumor.
same article you just put in a red alert in the new section I created called Rumors. Rumors is right underneath accessories. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put rumors. I'm gonna put rumors underneath red alerts and announcements. So now when you go back and look, you should see rumors right there. So it's the exact same article I posted at 12:51 p.m. But yeah, again, June is upon us, people. This is the last full week of June. Shit could go down this week. Shit could not go down. I have no more days in vacation or sick leave for my job, but depending if I build up my sick leave between now and whenever PlayStation wants to announce their event, then I'll be off. Other than that, I'll just be off and won't get paid. So, let's try to make this money. So I'm not gonna be able to take off for the Summer Games Fest. So I'll be covering that the day after, which means I will probably be on 6 live stream or the round
But you know what's funny though? You know what's
Mhm.
funny though? They didn't go to E3, but they went to Summer Games Fest. That's what's
I mean,
ironic.
that's the thing. Like, you don't want to send the wrong vibe. So why go to E3 if that's not where you want to be, right? So if anybody's
No,
wondering
you
why
don't want to. You don't want
PlayStation,
to be at E3. But they went to Jeff Keighley's.
that's what I'm
The
saying.
Summer Game Fest.
So hear me out, True Witty. This is what's really going on. You want to consolidate the crowd for your event. So even though it's the annual thing, the traditional thing to do is to go to E3 when you have news. You don't want to give them the credit, right? Because you making E3 look better. You don't need E3, right? To be honest, you don't even need third party on your platform. Your system was selling just on the name alone. Literally, on the PlayStation 5 name alone, the game is selling. Not every big game has even came out and the system just couldn't stay in stock. So you got something small to tease people about, maybe go to the Summer Games Fest. Maybe that's where you show something off. But then you got your own event. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about some stuff over in this event. But we don't need E3. Let them have their time. It's going to be just like them going to E3. But they go after everybody else and they just shatter the internet, you know? So it's a statement to E3 that, hey, we don't need to go to your event. We can put it anywhere. And
you know what I actually think though with this, because I know Jeff said he's not going back to E3, but yet then he does this like even though E3 just came back as a digital event.
Well, this is an obvious thing. He did Summer Games Fest last year, so why wouldn't he do it this year? He doesn't give a fuck if E3 comes back or it doesn't go away. Look, okay, hear me out, True Eddie. Remember how NBA Live went away? The basketball game by EA? Yeah. Okay, so remember some years you'll see an NBA Live game by EA. There's feedback or echo. Whose mic is that?
I don't know whose that is.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, it's Eddie's mic. Okay.
Hello?
So
is it back? Is it still there?
Yeah, I just muted it. Okay. So remember like NBA Live, right? By EA, it had come out some years, but it kind of went away because NBA 2K was so good. It's the same shit. NBA 2K never went away. It didn't matter if NBA Live was coming out that year or they didn't want to bring it out that year. Summer Games Fest is never going away. It doesn't matter if E3 is here or E3 is not here.
No, but you missed my point. What I'm saying is that knowing that Jeff Keighley's not doing a show at around E3 time now, that would then be E3's main competition, because they're both doing a digital event. I don't know whether when this COVID is over they'll start opening it back up to a physical event, but if that's the case, I think Jeff Keighley's show would actually take over at the end of the day, because more people are more interested in what Jeff Keighley has to present than what E3 has. Because no one really likes ESA.
Yeah. Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Well, I want to reserve judgment, even though I'm not a fan of EA, but I don't want to like take an L on a statement that I'm about to take. So, I want to agree with you, but I think we should wait until E3 is over, and then we'll come back to this discussion, and I either agree or disagree. But I don't want to sit up here and say nobody likes ESA or nobody's going to tune in E3, because
people are tuning to E3. That's not what I'm saying. They're tuning to E3.
Yeah, but I don't think that Jeff Keighley's event is bigger than E3 specifically because there's a lot of casual games. Yeah, I want to wait. I want to wait until we see if it is. I don't want to like do the hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying? So let me just break it down to you like this, right? So E3 is big because it's E3. E3 is not big because anybody knows what is actually going on at E3. E3 is big because it's E3. It's kind of like Disney is big because it's Disney. Sometimes you think of Disney and you think of Mickey Mouse. Sometimes you might think of Lion King, but it's just the memories, you know? You might not even care about Disney as is right now, but you still love Disney because of the memories they gave you. So E3 might not be.
How many times have people said this year and last year that E3 is dead? E3 needs to go away. And
I agree with that. I agree with that. But when something goes away, even for a short time, and comes back, people's reaction for it is a little stronger. So that's why I said I can't give you a comment, because I don't know how the casual gamers, individuals that are not real gamers, are not educated all the time, how they will react, right? So casual gamers might think it's just the best thing in the fucking world. And they won't get on the internet in full force and big numbers and say E3 is better than Games Fest. That might not be true, but they will have the numbers to persuade people. So that's why I want to reserve my judgment. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like we know that football video game that comes out every year shouldn't keep selling a lot, but it keeps selling a lot because casual gamers are dumb enough to keep buying it. Right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
You.
Casual gamers will go attract themselves to E3 just because it's E3.
Because of the name. Yeah, I get it.
I just want to reserve my judgment until we get the viewing numbers. When we get the viewing numbers, I might be able to say, oh, okay, yeah, True Woody was right, bro. Look at fucking Summer Games Fest viewing numbers versus E3's viewing numbers. But as of right now, I don't want to say anything like E3 is dead because the casual gamers might watch it more than Summer Games Fest because of its name alone. They're not watching it because they know anything's actually going to be shown off there. They're watching it because it's called E3. You know, if it was rebranded ESA, then they probably wouldn't watch it. But as long as it carries that name that everybody grew up watching, they're going to watch it.
Oh, we got a little less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what those viewing numbers are. But as of right now, I don't want to sit up here and say, "Oh, some of the games for good shit on it." It's good. No, I don't want to do that. So I'll wait. I'll reserve my judgment until after we get the viewing numbers from each of the shows, and then we can make I can make a proper statement. But I'm not taking a fucking L on that shit.
2 more freaking days. 2 more freaking days, and freaking Saints Row.
Oh yeah,
Saints Row for the PS5 is out, man. I can't hit one.
So I guess we're gonna. I don't even want to do that. I wanted to take a vote for the 52 people that are here, E3 versus Summer Games Fest. But how would that be fair? How would that be fair if this is the last week of May and Sony announces an event? So I don't like that's another reason why I don't want to take an L on a statement agreeing with you, because PlayStation could announce their event at any fucking time. You see what I'm saying? And then it shits on both of their numbers. Because PlayStation's event definitely shitted on Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, but okay, PlayStation is different compared to Game Fest is showing a lot of things.
I understand.
PlayStation event is only showing PlayStation. No.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're talking about the viewing numbers. We don't give a fuck about the widespread content. What at the end of the day is gonna be who got the most attraction, who got the most people to view your shit. You know, Xbox shows off tons of fucking games in Game Pass, but not a lot of people buy the shit. So it really matters on who's attaching themselves to a specific stream. And until PlayStation confirms or denies an event that's coming out in the month of June, I don't think I want to side with E3 or Summer Games Fest, because in my biased opinion, because I am biased on this, because I'm a PlayStation fan and gamer, I will probably not give 2 fucks about E3 or Summer Games Fest if PlayStation announces that they're going to have their own event. I probably could care less about either one. Will I watch both of their events? Hell yeah, because I want to educate myself on what's out there. But I probably won't be emotionally invested in either one of their events to take off of work. Like, the only time I'll be taking off of work will be for PlayStation. Jeff Keighley already said come out and temper your expectations on his event. And I'm not saying he's not going to knock the roof off with some small announcements or big announcements, but I got to wait and see what, you know. I don't think anything's happening at E3 without PlayStation being there. The only people that's going to be fire is fucking Nintendo. Other people are going to drop the fucking ball. I don't fucking like Ubisoft. Bethesda is fucking just ass garbage at this point because
technically there is no Bethesda event anymore.
Yeah, well, Bethesda is teamed up with Xbox, so there's no Bethesda event. But Bethesda's any other announcement is going to be garbage, in my personal opinion, because they can't separate themselves from Xbox. So Xbox, Bethesda teamed up, don't really care, but still watching it to see what's out there. I think Nintendo, as always,
I watch all 3 of them. I'm
watching everybody, but I think Nintendo is going to win again.
Yeah,
I think they're just going to win E3 because they've had a very easy job of winning E3 because the excitement value of the games. Again, going back to the analogy of Disney, people know Disney. They grew up with Disney. Same shit with Nintendo. I'm not going to say that's not true for PlayStation, but PlayStation won't be at E3, so we can't judge them in comparison to Nintendo. because they probably have their own event. And just because you see PlayStation's name on the Summer Games Fest does not mean they're going to show their load. We saw what happened last year. They went to the Summer Games Fest. They went to the Summer Games Fest last year, but they definitely had another event, and they showed a lot different shit. It's kind of like they let Jeff Keighley test out Astrobot, but a couple months later when everybody else tested out Astrobot, the impressions were better and bigger. So, just because you go to one event doesn't mean your event won't not be fire. So I think their shit's going to be fire. I asked for the vote just out of pure entertainment value. What are you guys excited for? Let me see. That'll be Summer Games Fest versus E3 2021 versus PlayStation event. That's the thing. PlayStation's definitely going to give us a deeper look into their VR, and that right there probably blow the whole socks off of the month of June. So people, I understand people not looking at it that way. I wasn't a believer in VR, enough to go out and invest in it, but I do believe they're gonna really show some shit off. So let's go get a vote. Summer Games Fest versus E3 2021 PlayStation event. Again, I want to reserve my judgment because I don't know if PlayStation is having an event, but I believe if they have an event, they're going to show more. And even if it's not just first party, they do have third party partners, second and indie developers that would probably show off some amazing shit too. So just in a realm of who gets the biggest cheer, right? I would definitely see PlayStation getting the biggest cheer. And then Nintendo probably being a close second. And then every multi-platform combined together getting a third. And then last but not least will be whatever Xbox and Bethesda are doing together. And if there's indie developers or PC, they would probably be fourth. And then Xbox and Bethesda are like all the way at the end. Because I think if they go in there and they promote Game Pass, a lot of people going to be put to sleep. Why? Because we get Game Pass announcement annually, every fucking week, like clockwork.
Yeah, but that's all they're gonna do. Jay.
I know.
You know that.
And that's why they're at the end. As far as people clapping and cheering and screaming and losing their voices in the privacy of their own homes, no one's gonna be cheering for whatever they do.
It's gonna be a whole entire commercial for their showcase. It's gonna be
again, bro, like that right there. A Ghosted, big shout out to you for coming back. You said God of War 5 gameplay, Horizon Forbidden West gameplay, and maybe or classic PlayStation exclusive coming back. Just those three are alone or enough to just blow.
If Sony does that, bro, that would blow the roof off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and you don't need Summer Games Fest to make noise. I appreciate what Jeff Keighley is doing, and it was very, very awesome last year when we didn't have E3. I'm not saying that because they have E3 I won't watch it. I'll probably be more interested in what he's doing because I know he has some special connections with certain developers and studios where I might see games that won't be at E3 or I just won't give a fuck watching at E3. But I do believe that last year I kind of forgot whatever happened at Games Fest because all I remember is the PlayStation event. And I think that will be the benefit of PlayStation going last. I think they should go at the end of June. What's the point of going anywhere close to Summer Games Fest or E3? You already have Ratchet and Clank on the Battlefield for the 11th. You also have Final Fantasy, on the 10th. So you're fucking good for the month of June as far as being able to not go to anybody's event for real and then have your event at the end of the month. I think that just would be awesome. I don't want them not to do an event in June, though. I need them to have their event in June. Don't fall back to July because you won't be considered as winning the month. I don't see them not. Now, again, as far as the future is concerned, them ever going to E3, they don't need E3 to make noise. They found this out over the last 2-3 years. They do not need E3 to make noise. And that's a lot of people, to be honest. People have been giving updates on their video games without E3 being present. They've taken to the internet to let you know a game is getting canceled. They've taken to the internet to show off gameplay. Like, they literally don't need E3 to show off a game, and it's cheaper. It's much cheaper to do your own event or to give out information on your own than paying E3 to go to their event. So, it's going to be interesting to see how many people E3 can get for their event. Outside of the big names like EA, Ubisoft, Microsoft, and Nintendo, I do want to see if there's going to be some other smaller announcements that make bigger waves. A small game like Kenna, even though it has the visuals and the heart of a AAA, it is a AA, and we never would have really known much about that game if it wasn't for PlayStation stepping in and seeing there was something special there. So, Jeff Keighley could be the same exact way. He could show off some magical fucking game that we will never fucking forget. And we're going to have to give him thanks if he is able to pull off some awesome announcements. So, again, my opinion's up in the air because I haven't seen either event this year, so we still got to wait and see what information comes out. Like I said, I don't have any more vacation or sick leave. It's kind of weird for me to run through my shit so quickly, but I don't know. Something happened, I guess. I had the funeral. I put in the last 11 hours, and then I had to do my sick leave for the day I was off last week. So, it doesn't mean I can't take off. It's just if I take off, I won't get paid that day. So, got to find something around that. But if PlayStation has an event, I'm definitely taking off for that. Definitely taking off for that. So, let's get something straight. The 12th, if we can measure this, we might be able to measure on when we cover shit on the PlayStation Legion, which is good for you guys, so you know. Okay, so we're good. Okay, True Witty, we're good. The Summer Games Fest is the 10th. Final Fantasy comes out that day. E3 takes place on the 12th. It's a Saturday and Sunday. So I don't have to be off to cover E3. We can cover E3 during the PlayStation Legion podcast and the PlayStation Legion Sunday show of June 12th and 13th, which take place on Saturday and Sunday. Friday, June 11th is when Ratchet and Clank comes out. So I'll be doing featured gameplay live stream in the morning. Final Fantasy, I'll probably be doing the same thing in the morning before the Summer Games Fest. I can only hope that the Summer Games Fest takes place in the morning so I can cover that maybe before I go to work, but we'll see. But it doesn't look bad as far as us covering E3. I don't have to be off of work for that, but I'm off for work on the weekends.
By what they've done in the past, I doubt they're going to do anything. By going off of previous actions, I don't do anything.
You said what?
I said going off of previous actions, I doubt they'll do anything in the morning.
Oh yeah, for the Summer Games Fest, yeah. I mean, he sprinkled news across the whole day. I don't remember if it took place in the morning or evening. But let me go see. I'm going to the official website right now, so maybe we can narrow down some times and then we can get to the rest of the topics. What I'll be doing is I'll be signing up.
I just realized they start their show the same day Final Fantasy 7 Integrate comes out.
Yep.
That's interesting. What a day to choose to do that.
Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so it starts as soon as I leave the house. So it starts at 2 p.m.
Oh.
And then and then Ubisoft has their event at 3 p.m., which I could care less. Then the next generation of Steam which is the PC storefront. That starts at 1 p.m. June 16th. Oh, sorry. The Ubisoft event at 3 p.m. It takes place on the 12th, so that's Saturday. And then June 16th is when you get information about PC, and then July 22nd is when you get information about EA Play Live. So EA Play Live won't be a part of E3, it seems. They have their own little showcase. That's pretty interesting that they're not going to do anything close to fucking June. Maybe there might be a scenario where PlayStation pushes their event back to July. Especially if they can give you just a little bit in June. They already given you a lot. They're giving you 2 big games next to each other, Final Fantasy and Ratchet and Clank. They do the Summer Games Fest on the 10th, the day before both of those. Well, the day one of them come out and the day before the other one comes out. They could have something shown off big enough to hold people over as far as information and news to just go forward, go forward and just, have a July event instead of a June event. But we have to see. This will be a deciding week for that information. Actually, I think it will be this week and next week. So let me clear my predictions. It will be between this week and the week after this week, which would be the first official week of June, where we would get information from PlayStation as to if they're having an event at all. But again, Xbox, PlayStation are going to be there, but it doesn't mean they got to have big announcement. It just means that games might be announced for their system as a premiere or timed exclusive shit like that. I'm interested because I don't know. So I'm very interested to watch all of this stuff because it's just I don't know anything. So we'll find out together. We will find out together. It's just really interesting. So, you got any other red alert for me before we cover some of the topics? Hello? Oh, fucking True Witty's not here. Okay, let's cover some of the topics, guys. But yeah, man, I think that I'm thinking that Horizon Forbidden West gameplay, possibly Rallo, they possibly could get that secured or a teaser secured for the Summer Games Fest. And then,
Yo, I was talking and I guess I was not kicked out of Discord.
yeah, Discord still needs to fix their servers. Also, Vedger seems to be correct with that prediction. It's nothing I know. It's just obvious shit we got to have updates on this year. And that would definitely be The Last of Us Factions. Why would we get The Last of Us 60 frames per second mode and not get Factions also in the same year? We would.
Yeah, we might be getting
because you no longer have to do anything for The Last of Us Part 2. Nothing has to be done for The Last of Us Part 2. You gave everybody the only thing they really wanted, which is 60 frames per second. Now you can put all focus and all information on The Last of Us 2 multiplayer for Factions. Again, an update for Horizon Forbidden West, specifically because Guerrilla Games has not updated on anything else related to the game, and since they seem like they're not going to update Horizon Zero Dawn for PS5, they can just go forward and giving us Forbidden West information. Again, it's really all up to PlayStation. You could have a nice small section for Jeff Keighley, roughly about 10 minutes or less, where there's a montage or there's a few games you show off. But I do believe if they're going to have their event, whether it'll be late in June or it will be sometime in July, they're not going to allow Jeff Keighley to show off all their big games or their big moments. So what Jeff Keighley shows off really all depends on if PlayStation's going to have an event this summer. So if they have an event this summer, whatever Jeff Keighley shows off is going to be small. If they don't have an event this summer, whatever Jeff Keighley shows off is going to be big. Ghost of Tsushima is already 60 frames per second on PS5.
Plus, it got a it also is 4K as well.
Yeah.
It was 64K up patch. So
Yeah,
it's Ghost is
I
good.
was thinking too, it definitely could be that exclusive Final Fantasy game. All I'm going to say right
It could
now,
be.
whatever Jeff Keighley shows off, I have a sneaking suspicion if it is for PlayStation, it won't be major. I think that he was right, but a lot of people, myself including, as speaking right now, True Witty, right now we're not purposely doing it, but we are hyping it up, and I think that we should temper our expectations onto what he will get from PlayStation to show off, but it won't be everything that PlayStation has to show off. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not a PlayStation event. It's a Jeff Keighley Summer Games Fest event. So
No,
you
I get
still
it.
need more time for the other slots of the other shit that he's going to talk about. So it could be one game. It could be two games.
I get it. Sony might only show off 2 games, or even one.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, like I said, it
But
could
they
be
will
one or
have
two.
they will have their own event.
Yeah, and
Because
if
they're
they
not
have their
going to
own
E3.
event, that's where they really want to pull out the big guns. Yeah.
Because remember, Microsoft has their own show at E3, but Sony's not going to E3. They're only showing up. They might even show a few. Sony might only show a few games at Jeff Keighley's show, but they will have to have an event
Mm-hmm.
because
They have a lot.
it's
They
not
have.
like they're
Yeah,
going
you're
in-
right. They have a lot to talk about, especially if Horizon Forbidden West and The Last of Us
Yep.
is coming out this year. So now that we see that, well, me personally, I didn't know until this week that Deathloop is coming out in September. You have
That's
a
a
lot
bad
of
month for
area.
that game to
You
come
have the month of June, the rest of the month
That's
of
a
June.
bad month for that game to come out, though, Jay. Because you gotta look. You gotta look at. We got Tales of Arise come out, nigga. I ain't paying Deathloop over Tales of Arise.
You just let me know something I completely forgot. I forgot Tales of Arise is coming out in September. So yeah, I'm not buying Deathloop. I know Sam is, but if it was Tales of Arise versus Deathloop,
Or Deathloop.
I would pick a Japanese
Tales of Arise all
RPG
day.
over a shooting game every day of the fucking week. Like every day of the week, I would pick a Japanese RPG over a shooting game because
Yeah.
that's just the type of gamer I am. I don't know anybody else, but that's how I am. Hold on. Let me finish this. What I was about to say. So we got the rest of June, and I hope everybody understands this. June is a big month, right? However, E3, Final Fantasy, Ratchet, and Clank are consolidated in the very, very beginning of June, which means PlayStation could still drop a game at the end of June. You also have the month of July where there's actually nothing coming out from PlayStation until August. But that's only what we know. They could have announced something at their event that comes out in July. Not Grand Theft. The Last of Us Part 2 Factions, the multiplayer, would definitely need a beta.
Ooh.
It would definitely need a beta before the official multiplayer is given to us, right? So I could see a summer beta for The Last of Us Factions being announced at their event. It could be announced at Jeff Keighley's event. It's a small announcement. Whatever Jeff Keighley gets is going to be a small announcement. But it still could be a big game. You know, but whatever event it is, Jeff Keighley's been on PlayStation's good graces that it could be a big announcement, but it could be small in scope. The game could be big, but the feature on his event could be small. He was the person that announced in a very, very slick, small way that Insomniac Games had been acquired by PlayStation. It was not a big spectacle announcement when he did it. It was very, very small. So he could get some exclusive premiere, but the scope of it could be small. The announcement could be small. The game could be big. The game could be small, but the announcement could be big. It's really all depends on how he wants to show it off. But The Last of Us,
it could easily just be a Ratchet and Clank debut trailer because it comes out the next day.
It could be something
Like,
like that, but I don't think it will be. I think that PlayStation's gonna do their part, hyping up Ratchet and Clank between this week and obviously next week. So I think they still have the 2 weeks of promotion that they're going to continue to do. Insomniac is doing such a great job on Twitter promoting their own game and Instagram and everything. I don't think they need Jeff Keighley's help for that. But I going back to the Last of Us multiplayer, I believe there are going to be so many people that want to get on that multiplayer that will, because it will be great. They definitely need to test out how many people want the game. I would implore them to definitely have a multiplayer beta this summer before you bring the game out. If the game is supposed to come out in July, have a beta in June. If the game is supposed to come out in fucking October or something, or in the beginning of next year, then you have to have the beta pop up sometime this holiday season. But you have to have a beta before you launch the game. And PlayStation's been very smart about doing that.
It will show up Halo though if it actually does come out, because Halo's
obviously it will have better quality, but it won't be a first person shooter, but it will definitely be better. It will be made by better studio, it will be made by better developers, the graphics will be better, the attention to detail will be better. There will be more heart and passion in The Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer, but I don't believe it will be the head-to-head competition that I want, specifically because
because Halo is a bigger name. I know.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. The Last of Us has already surpassed Halo as far as popularity. But it won't be a first-person shooter versus first-person shooter launched on the same day in the same month. That's the head-to-head that I look for. I like to look for balance because I am a Libra. So head-to-head, same type of game, same month, same day, see who wins. I'm not going to get that. We're not getting that. But we know Last of Us multiplayer is a special project for Naughty Dog, and they've been working their asses off on that, so much so that they separated it from the gaming completely, you know. So I am very interested to see what it looks like. I know they had a lot of people they hired for the multiplayer of Last of Us, so I have full faith in them. But the proper thing to do, and they've always been doing a good job of doing that, is to drop a beta. I think they started dropping betas all the way from Last of Us 2 and 3. Sorry, Uncharted 2 and 3 and Uncharted 4. They had a beta for that, multiplayer beta. You know, I think they did a really, really good job of making sure that they let the fans play the game before it comes out, to see what they need to fix and how many servers they may need. Thank you, Nick. Yeah. So there's so much shit we just spiraled out of control, but I'm gonna talk to you guys about my review of Returnal, because I can give a review, and then that's only gonna be after we
you
look
beat
at
the game.
Yeah, that's gonna be after we look at Lost Light. So I really wish I could predict when these fucking commercials come up, but I can't. I can't predict what game,
YouTube
what games.
damn commercial.
Yeah, I can't. I know I got advertisement on my shit, but when I watch other people's shit, like, see, I got ad blocker and shit, but when I watch other people's shit, you just don't know. And depending on what it is, because I stream it and I have this type of style that I do, it's hard. It's very fucking hard. I don't want to get copyrighted. I always got to tiptoe around shit. It's just it's a stressful element to being a YouTuber that I don't want to deal with, because I'm not that type of YouTuber. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just a gamer like you, and I just want to get that information to you as quick as possible. So this is Lost Light, and Lost Light showed off a cinematic. This game is coming from Android and iOS. It's Okay. It's a cell phone game that's coming to consoles. Eddie showed this off to us. I don't know if I don't know if this game is like ready. I don't know if it's coming out this year. I don't know what platforms it's on. I know the developer is talking, but I didn't give two fucks about it because I was like watching other shit, so I had it muted, kind of like now. But maybe we can learn some shit. Maybe we can't. Uh, all I all I know is that
Hello everyone, I'm Anti5, a member of the Lost Light development team.
okay, I already
What
know.
can you learn
So
about
I'm not being racist or anything. This is one of those Chinese
survival shooting
cell phone games. And that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means
No, man.
it's gonna have a lot of microtransactions, and it's not what is advertised. Why? Because you're looking at cinematics. When we skip forward, you start to see the character models. These are high quality character models, but they're still not next gen. We can see that they look good because they're showing them off in a glamour shot setting, but in reality, when you start seeing stuff like this also far back, even though when you're looking at something far away, it's supposed to look better compared to close in. Um, I know they're redesigning it for consoles, but I don't think it's what we want. So here's some gameplay, and it doesn't look good. So
I guarantee that might be free to
everybody
play.
wants to put their game on consoles or next gen consoles because it's just what's gonna make them a lot of money. Again, big shout out to my boy Eddie for sharing this, but this is not a game I'm interested in, and this is not the type of games that I think we need to support going forward. Specifically because we know the quality we want from games, and this is not helping the situation. That does not mean we're going to keep getting good quality. So, if you're addicted to playing games with shooting, then you can't help yourself from supporting a game like this. But I just want everybody to understand, um, it is not what they advertised with the cinematic, because the cinematic made it look one way and it didn't look that way. And again, that's the one thing I hate about
It
cell
doesn't
phone
even look that
games.
good.
So I'm gonna show you guys.
Doesn't even look that good. There are other shooting games that look way better and free to play on the console already.
Yeah, that's what we call a cash grab. True Woody. It doesn't matter. They know it doesn't look good, but they're hoping casual gamers will be stupid enough to support them. And for the most part, casual gamers are stupid enough to support them because they're so addicted to games like this that they will go and support these games even though they're ass garbage. So for a cell phone game, it doesn't look bad. If this was on a Vita, doesn't look bad. If this game was on, let's say, the PS2, no, not look bad. A little low quality with some of the
This man said
materials
PS2.
for the PS3. So
This man said
the
PS2.
character model
Oh my god.
looks good for a PS3, but everything around the character does not look good for a PS3 because I played, Last of Us. I played Uncharted, so, and my biased opinion, because I played the best of the best, not good. Even
Jay,
compared to
the thing is, Jay,
SOCOM 4. SOCOM 4 looks better than this.
the thing is, Jay, you played Sony games. You're comparing Sony games to third party. That's not fair.
I know it's not fair, but I'm always gonna do what's not fair. Because when I see a first party game, it turns me off from a third party title. Do you see this shit? This dude just shot him like multiple times and he's just now killing him. Well, I mean, again, this is what the real gameplay looks like. For the cell phone
The hell?
version. It seems
Hold
like
on, this nigga. How long is this nigga gonna take to die?
it seems like they're gonna upscale it and they're gonna make it look pretty, but it's still, at the end of the day,
How
it's
long?
still
How long it was gonna take that nigga to die, bro? What the hell?
I don't even know if the online servers are gonna be good enough for you to like kill people properly. But I want you guys to know it seems like Eddie shared this information with me because it seems like they're either bringing it to consoles or bringing it to PC. Eddie wasn't really completely clear when he sent that screenshot to the Discord. So sometimes Eddie is very vague, and sometimes he hears stuff from certain people, and we listen to Eddie and we try to see if we know what's going on, or if it's true, if it's false, if it needs to be updated, if it needs to be corrected. We don't know, but I don't know what platform they're upgrading for because they didn't do anything.
Yeah, the gameplay is not that good, Jay.
Yeah, I want people to stay away from shit like this. For now, like when you see games that are questionable, just you need to stay away from that.
The frames, though, oh my goodness, what the hell?
Okay. Like I was saying, yeah, there are gonna be a lot of games that try to get your money, and they're not gonna be good quality. You know, I might not always be able to communicate with you, depending if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, or you talk to me, or you or follow me on Twitter. I might not be able to reach you with my opinion or educated view of a certain game or company. Um, but I'm trying. You know, I'm trying. But if you hear something from me and you think it's good, or you want to spread it around, you definitely can. I'm not going to stop you from getting that information out. You don't have to tag me or any of that shit. Just get that info out. Uh, there are about to be a lot of cash grabs. This is a new generation. It's hot. You know, it's really, really hot. Everybody wants a part of the money they're about to make off of this generation. So there are going to
I'm
be a
curious,
lot of
though.
cash grabs. There are going to be games coming from PC straight to consoles. There are going to be games coming from cell phones straight to consoles. They want to make that money. Be careful what you buy. Get familiar with developers. Get familiar with studios. Get familiar with the companies that own these studios.
Oh, trust me. Listen, listen. When you just said that, bro, I remember what some people did.
Also, hold on. Let me show you another trailer. Again, Eddie just sent when he posted the screenshot. The screenshot had Lost Light and it had this game. Again, he didn't really give any context with the screenshot, so I'm still don't know. He didn't say anything. He just posted a screenshot. So I believe that he wanted me to check it out. I checked both of these out for you guys. So I'm just gonna. This is a part of the Sunday show. You know, we might be able to circle back around to this stuff, or we might not. But it's, you know, we're gonna. I guess somebody can help me in the chat. Like, what's going on, Verge Brizzle? You all for work, man. I'm glad I don't work on weekends no more. That's like the best thing. So Eddie also sent me this. It seems to be a Japanese or Chinese based game, but no gameplay, all cinematics. I did my best for the better part of 10 minutes to search through YouTube to see if this game had any cinematics. I mean, had any gameplay, but I couldn't find any gameplay. So again, the screenshot Eddie sent me had this game and Lost Light. Again, I don't know the context. I don't know if any of these games are coming to consoles. I would only assume that they want to come to consoles because they want to make that money. I can only assume, but I don't know if it's true.
Console money. Why can't they make the money on PC?
We already know. That's a rhetorical question.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, that's a rhetorical question. It's like asking a fish, why can't you breathe out of water? You know, it's just not happening. They're not buying every single game. And it's, like I said before, there's too many games. So all I can admit is that the cinematic action for this cinematic is awesome. And if it was like a movie or a anime TV series, oh, I would definitely watch it. But as far as cinematic for a gameplay, I need developers to stop using that. I mean, and then I found this, and it was another cinematic. What's the name? And it's just it just I wasn't getting anywhere with the research. I was not getting anywhere with the research. I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and I kept trying and I kept trying to find gameplay, and I just want to let you guys know. Again, no disrespect to my boy Eddie. I know he's not up there with us on the level of the stuff that I want for this channel. If you're gonna share with me anything, please have context. Whether it's a screenshot or a link, let me know what the fuck I'm looking at. Like, he sent me a screenshot with 2 games, and one has nothing but CGI, and has showed nothing but CGI for the better part of 3 years now that we're looking at it. I don't know when or if this is even a video game that's coming out. So again, it frustrates, it stresses me out for someone to send me stuff and no context. Like, both of the trailers, or one of the cinematic trailers, the other one was a developer overview, had no systems at the end of the video. So I don't even know if they're coming to consoles. So I even feel stupid, and I don't feel good about assuming that they're coming to consoles, because I don't want anybody to later say, hey, I was begging for the game. I don't know. Some guy that's a part of our group shared a screenshot with these games, and the little bit of research we're doing right now, we're just flying through. I don't know what any of this is. I don't even know what type of game this is. I have no idea. So it doesn't seem like there's any gameplay, and if there is, then I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I'm so fucking annoyed right now, bro. Frustrated. I'm like, what is this I'm looking at? This looks like a fucking cell phone game that tricks you into giving them money. Yeah, this is definitely a cell phone game. Okay. But I don't even know, like, if it, like, I don't. Yeah, this is a cell phone game. The game is on Apple Store, Steam, Gamer Room for Facebook, Google. It's some sort of a cell phone. Shit, my mom called. It's some sort of a cell phone game. I don't know really. Like, I don't know how to tell y'all more about it. It doesn't seem like it's showing gameplay. At least this game showed gameplay. Shit's fucking hot in here. Okay, we're gonna go talk about something else. 1 second. Okay, my mom butt dialed me. That's what she said. Okay. Do we have? Do we have any, like? Does anybody have any, like, news that they have context for? We have shit to cover. We're about to get to it now, but it's just like, I would just want to get any smaller shit out the way. Anything? True Witty? No?
Nothing that came about.
Yeah. So, 2 cell phone games. I talk to Eddie when I get a chance for him to do more research when he shares anything. but I am not getting excited about cell phone games. Cell phone games are, I don't care, because they're cell phone games. They're not made with consoles in mind. They're made for consoles as an afterthought to get the money that they see the consoles generating. Same could be said for a PC game that starts on PC
Yeah,
and
but that,
puts it on
okay.
console.
See, this is what annoys me though. All these console people are looking at phones to do their get their money. They're looking at PC to get their money. But all these PC people are trying to put all their shit on consoles. Like none of this shit makes any sense, bro. Like it's stupid.
Let me simplify it. They're putting it on console because they know we buy games. It's money over here. They're looking at us like an ATM.
Yeah,
They're looking at us like a bank. It's
yeah.
money that they want to make. So that's why they're putting it over
I
here.
get that. I get that. But Sony looking to put shit on PC. Microsoft already threw their load on PC. They like, and then Microsoft trying to go into the cell phone market. I'm like, bro, they're trying to
Well,
get over here, and you're trying to go over there. Like, what?
PlayStation doing it is what I talked to you about this week. They listened to a
The wrong people.
a ground up campaign by PC fans of port begging and asking for the game via petitions and begging developers. Okay, and then also they looked at the number of users on PC, right? And then they looked at some of their investors or some of the people they partner games with. Instead
I
of putting their
100%
game on
see that.
Xbox after the timed exclusivity was up, they ended up putting it on PC first. So Sony's looking at all of this and like, hey, well, everybody's putting their shit on PC. Let's see if we can see what we can do and see what we can make. Again, I mean, we're gamers. We know a little bit better than them because, again, we were the people that created them. Because if we weren't invested in them, if we didn't support them, PlayStation wouldn't be the juggernaut that it is today. So when we say you shouldn't put your games on PC, they probably should listen to us. But our voices, like I've explained to you so many times, Trudy, our voices are constantly drowned out by casuals and other people that have a bigger influence. We're not going to have a bigger influence on the internet because we're playing games. And there are so many people that don't play games that can spend more time putting these small little messages in Sony ear and shit like this about, hey, you have an audience over here, we want to buy, shit like that. We can't stop people from lying, and we can't stop PlayStation from listening to people that lie. They have to make their own mistakes. Will it hurt us or impact us in the future? Possibly, but there's nothing we can do at this point, and I know it makes you frustrated that we're so helpless and so powerless, but that's the situation we're in. They have to learn that putting games on PC is not a sound investment. I don't know when they're going to learn that lesson. It could be months, it could be years, it could be generations, but I'm hoping they learn it quickly, because if you split something in two, it's not the same. So putting your games on PC and putting your games on PlayStation is not this. It does not mean you have a whole ecosystem or a whole community. There are PC fans that are buying a game, and there are PlayStation fans that are buying a game. They're not the same. Nothing you do can make them the same. So if they want to make double the revenue off of one game, or equal off of the same game, it's not going to happen. There's always going to be one side that buys games more than the other. We looked at this for the last 7 or 8 years with Xbox versus PlayStation. PlayStation just sell more games, whether it's first party or third party, or even indie games. Even without trying, even a game that performs better on Xbox, or looks better on Xbox, or has more DLC on Xbox, or is given away for free on Xbox, it still does better. So they gotta learn the lesson. Gotta learn their lesson. I don't know if they're gonna do it though. I just don't see them doing it anytime soon, because companies and gamers, completely different situation. I wanted to talk about,
That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
No, go ahead.
it sucks, bro. I had to get over that shit a while ago. It took me a while to get over it last year, about being powerless and helpless to help them open their eyes to see what they're doing is wrong. But you know, even to this day, I still think about it. It's like, damn, it fucking irritates me. They're doing stupid shit. You know, it's kind of like watching the Golden State Warriors not play certain players or
Listen,
certain
I must
players
say, I
not
must
playing
say
good.
probably my final word on it. I must probably say my final words on it. Sony has to fall before they can get back up. I think they're listening to the wrong people, and yes, they will go this route, but I think they have to fall before they can get back up and realize shit. We need to pick ourselves up and keep it moving in the right direction. Because going to PC is
Boca
only going
Loca
to
is right.
hurt your
They're a
platform. And
business.
when
They
when
listen
they
to money.
exactly, it's go when it starts to hurt their money, they'll stop. That's all I can
Yeah.
say. They're going all in right now. They're creating a store on Steam and all that shit. But once it starts to hurt their pocket, they realize that the PC fans aren't buying their games like they want it to happen. They realize, oh my goodness, we're putting all this money into pouring these games over on PC and we're not getting the return we actually expected. We need to come. We need to hold off on PC. Like
Yeah.
that's what I believe at this point.
I mean,
Like
what
they
Sam
just have
said,
to
let me
make their
interpret
mistake.
that for some people. There's a promise of money. Kind of like what we were just talking about with like small developers, PC developers are looking at PlayStation and they're looking at the potential money they could make by putting a game over here because we buy games over here, right? Well, PlayStation's looking at the same thing on PC. There are so many people on the internet claiming that they want to be a new customer for PlayStation, and like Boca Loca said, they're they're gonna listen to that. They're listening to the promise of making additional money. Anybody can lie,
Yeah,
especially on the internet. It's very easy to lie, but you know, sadly, a company's that big makes mistakes. You know, even when there's a small faction of customers that are speaking the truth, they can't look away from the expectation of making a shitload of money on PC to listen to the people that have their best interests in mind. So, like true what he said, they have to fall, and it doesn't mean they're gonna take L's. It doesn't mean they're gonna go bankrupt.
yo,
It just means that
Boca Loco's like a pirate harasses your
yeah,
dog.
he did. It just means that they have to see
Oh,
that they're not making a ton of money on PC with the older games to know that that wasn't probably the best idea. And it's nothing they did wrong. It's
be
just
honest, what did they expect?
what that's the
You're putting
thing.
your game on you're putting
They
your game on
don't
an open platform. They
yeah,
can do
but they
whatever they
don't
want
know.
with your
They don't
IP.
know. So I can't even be mad at Sony or Jim Ryan or they don't
Yep,
know
yeah, but
shit.
you gotta yep, no, but Jay, come on, bro, Jay, let's be real. That okay, look at Days Gone developers. Developer, he said years ago, Sony was out of the loop to realize not realize that the PC fans were stealing their games, bro. Like he said it himself. They had to
Can you
show
can
Sony
you get me
that there
can
was a
you get me
torrent.
that?
Oh no, it's when he was talking about Days Gone. You need to buy your games. You need to buy your games day one because he went on a tangent basically, and he said this in that same tangent basically. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, again, but like I
He
said,
said he said that
when you got a big company like Sony, there's gonna be so much obvious shit that goes over their head. They're not gonna think
yeah
like gamers. They're not gonna think like people that participate in a console war. And yes, we're more educated in knowing where you need to put your games and where you put your games. Will it sell? So
yeah,
we know,
I
but they
don't
don't
see.
know.
Yeah, but I get that. But look at Nintendo; they're not wavering. Why is Sony wavering? They're
because
both
because
Japanese studios.
because let I keep explaining it to you, but we're gonna do this for the whole live stream, so maybe you'll
No,
understand.
no, we're
No,
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 we're
no.
not.
I
We're
need
not.
you to understand. PC fans didn't get on the internet port begging for Nintendo games, and this is what they have told me because they know emulators come very quick for Nintendo games. So they always quickly pirate Nintendo games. They have a difficulty getting emulators for PlayStation consoles as far as PS3 and PS4. It took a lot longer than it did with PS1 and 2. And they didn't want to wait. And they felt that PlayStation should just have made the game specifically for PC. Whether the reason was to buy or pirate it, obviously most of them pirate games, but we don't know specific numbers. So I don't want to be a dumbass and take another L. So there's people that pirate games on PC. There are people that buy games. We will never know the specific number, but we do know games don't sell good on PC versus a console version of the game. So Nintendo is not doing it because there's no fucking outcry for it. Even if it was an outcry, the type of company that Nintendo runs, they don't give two fucks about fans and what they cry about most of the time, unless it's their hardcore fans talking about something that they know they need to do. PlayStation, different company. They're okay. When Nintendo did something,
Yeah, I get
wrong,
it. They make games that
yeah.
PC.
But hear me out. When Nintendo took away the Wii store, right? They took it offline. Were people bitching? No. But when PlayStation say, "Hey, these stores are old, we're gonna take it offline," what happened? The whole internet was crying. Nintendo can do stuff and get away with it. PlayStation can't. Nintendo can be alright not giving games to PC. PlayStation can't. So that's why Nintendo's not doing it, because there's not an outcry, because people will let them have exclusives. People on PC don't feel that PlayStation should own their own exclusives. They believe those games should be shared with the PC community. I'm just speaking facts from experience, from talking to these individuals and how they think. They don't believe PlayStation should own their own exclusives. They are perfectly fine with Nintendo keeping exclusives. And PlayStation knows that, because they hear them crying all the time. Whether they're being honest or not, they keep telling PlayStation in comment sections and under their videos and contacting developers on Twitter that hey, I'm a customer, I want to buy your game. If you put your game over here, I will buy it. Please port this game over here. Hey, we're going to make this petition. Let's try to get their attention. Well, they got their attention. Finally. And PlayStation is finally listening to them. Now it's their part. We know they won't live up to the promise, but it's still going to be funny to watch. Even though it's not right, even though it's not something I believe they should do, I ever think they should do, it's something that's happening now. And we have to get over it. Because they're not going to listen to us yet until we can say, I told you so, when they finally wake up and understand they're not making the money they thought they were making. Or they thought they were going to make over there. Like I said, shit could take weeks, could take days, shit, it could take fucking years for them to wake up. Whenever they wake up, I'm pretty sure me and you will still be alive to say I told you so. But today is not that day.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Well, let's see. I beat Returnal. So I wanna give a nice little update on Returnal. I wanna give a review on Returnal, and we will be talking about Kid Smooth and Returnal. So,
oh boy,
because I'm not a bitch like most motherfuckers, and I don't give two fucks, I died 70 times. I actually died 69 times, but once I checked my deaths, it was 70 times, because I died on the third biome on New Game Plus. So, if you wanted to know how many times I died,
does it reset each biome, or is it all the same?
Basically everything you've collected won't be there, but there'll be some new stuff like a sun piece collectible, something to get a special ending or something like that. Sorry if I spoiled it. And then so basically you have the ability to run through the biomes. Obviously, because it's Returnal, everything always resets. So yeah, it resets because it's Returnal. But the glyphs that you figured out and some of the equipment that you got, you still have all of that. So all the permanent equipment you have, all the gun upgrades, like I talked about, upgrading a gun by using it multiple times to learn new techniques and perks. All of that is still there. It's just New Game Plus. You run through the game and you find some new shit and you platinum the game and that's pretty much it. And probably get some new story endings and shit like that. Obviously, you have the ability to fight the bosses anytime you want. You had that ability before you beat the game. So here's my trophies. If you guys wanted to see, this is the last boss right here. The video is right here when I beat the last boss. Just a little preview because I don't want to tease anything. I got the trophy. Let me view the details. I got the trophy at 5:21 p.m. So that's when I beat the game, and that was yesterday. That was May 22nd, 2021. I know that a lot of people will say they beat the game or beat a game, but they will not actually show you proof that they beat the game. I'm not one of those individuals. So if you wanted to see the specific date for anybody to say, hey, Jay didn't really beat the game because I didn't see him, I streamed the whole shit on Twitch. Even though I didn't feel like showing you how bad I sucked ass on the last area, it wasn't the boss. I only fought the boss 2 times. So I died the first time. I fought him the second time. When I finally got to him, I was able to defeat him. But the levels, it's the levels that will probably kill you more than the bosses. It is a challenging game, but as much as I love patterns, I felt that I should have played better. That means I shouldn't have died a lot. But it gets overwhelming sometimes when there's a lot of shit on screen. You gotta dodge this and look this way and shit like that.
That's what's getting me. It's all the craziness.
But it felt so good. You don't know how good it felt to finally beat this game or it felt so fucking good.
Are you still gonna go for the platinum?
Yes, I'm still gonna chip away at the platinum. I don't know what the ETA is or when I might get it, but I am definitely gonna be chipping away at doing certain things to get the platinum. I only have 10 more trophies. I have 21 out of 31, and then that'll be it. So, actually, I only have 9 trophies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6,
Yeah, it's nine trophies because you once you get the next one, you also get.
So there was one trophy I should have gotten. And basically, there's a gold trophy for completing, like, finding everything in a biome. So there's a gold trophy for each of those biomes. So let me see. I'm just trying to figure out what the last 3. Oh, that's weird. I guess I didn't finish Act 3. I don't know what that was all about. I guess that's another thing I do. Okay, I need to get that one out the way, and then what's this one? Okay. So I need to get all of that out the way, those out the way, and then do this one. This one should have been easy for me because I almost achieved it, but I think what probably should have happened, I fucked up and I started the New Game Plus, but I didn't know I started it. Again, this game doesn't really tell you a lot, but you do, like, all the portals that you open, you keep those keys obviously on New Game Plus. So whenever you do approach a portal, even though you got started over in the very first biome, you can get to the other biomes because you already have the doors. So you can go to those areas and get those biomes. So I did put on the prototype suit because I felt it looks a lot better with all the upgrades and shit. So this is not an outfit that you get after beating the game. This is just an outfit I haven't wore. But like I said, it looks a lot better once you unlock all the permanent upgrades and shit. Love the game, bro. I love the game. I love how Celine looks after she gets all these upgrades. It's just so fucking awesome. Just so awesome. Love it. Love it. I like I said yesterday, I want to see this character hoard out just like Aloy. I want to see her in Fortnite. I want to see her in a fighting game. I want to see her and like guest star in a PlayStation All Stars or something. I want to see her everywhere. Really awesome character. Um, so again, here's all the data. If again, I have to do this because other people expect it of me. I beat the whole game. I've unlocked all the monsters, as you can see. Um, Dying a lot allowed me to explore a lot and discover a lot. So I pretty much found all the weapons and shit. It's just it's a couple materials I gotta find. I, Even though I'm platinuming the game, I do want to like 100% it. Again, I don't know when that will be. It might be after Ratchet and Clank. It might be before Ratchet and Clank. But I got a lot of audio logs out the way. And it seems like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like I only got 5 audio logs to get until I get all of them, which is really good. That means I haven't really missed a lot. Again, I can't look at a walkthrough on how to find the audio logs because obviously you can't do that on a game like this where the rooms are always changing. But it seems like I only have one more entry to find too. So it's pretty dope that I'm finding all the glyphs and shit. So yeah, Dying a Lot had a perk, and the perk was exploring, learning shit. Like it's pretty dope. So as you can see, there's a research progress. So there is a perk to dying. There is a perk to fighting the same monster over and over again. So you can learn more about the monster and what the weakness is and shit like that. So really awesome. This is Fuckface, right? And this is Fuckface 2. I don't like Fuckface. Fuckface will kill you. He's basically a brute underwater, and he is way more dangerous than your average brute because he has a swiping attack with his fist that's kind of like a homing punch. But yeah, Fuckface underwater, trust me, you know what I mean when you go up against him. You do, like I said, you always have all your weapon upgrades, but it's really up to you because you're going back to Biome 1. You start out with 0 proficiency until you start going through the other ones and they give you higher proficiencies. As far as whoever asked me the question, I think it might have been Sam or somebody about the sun pieces. They will let you know where you got the sun piece, and it will be in a different direction. So this is a collectible thing you need to do, probably to unlock some story or some shit. But I'm letting you guys know, if anybody is beating the game on New Game Plus, if you just read, and we're about to talk about your boy Kid's Move, if you read, you will learn a lot about this game. You will truly learn so much about this game. I'm not about to play this game for real, but I'm gonna play it better than Kid's Move. And even though I got a lot of power-ups, I'm not using any of them. I do notice the Kid's Move did a good job of ducking and taking cover. But because he didn't read, oh shit. Because he didn't read and look at his surroundings, it was kind of difficult for him. So that motherfucker didn't really take as much health as the leveled up version. And that's another thing Kid's Move needs to understand. This game is going to get hard. And if you think your cheap tactics of running is going to do something, it's not. So I'm only going to do like a small Wow, y'all motherfuckers really coming out. Even for somebody like me, I'm getting frustrated right now because the motherfuckers just coming out of nowhere, bro. That's why I kind of like sneak into an area. I don't like to run into an area. Also, it was really funny when he kept picking up the phantoms. Ooh, shit, what's this? Is there something under here? Huh. I didn't know this area existed. I might use the first area to fuck around. Like I said, I don't think that I'm going to be like rushing towards the platinum. This is the one game that after I beat it, I know I'm going to need a cooldown from the game. But I will play it every day, but not as hard as I was to get towards the ending. Because that's not the real ending and shit. So, I do want to start leveling up some of these weapons, like I said, because you have a perk like bouncing projectiles. You want to learn that because when you get to the other biomes, you have that ability and you have another one. You learn that one. Then you get to another biome, you have 3 perks. When you learn all of that shit, you have 3 fucking perks active. When you go to the last area, you have 4 perks active depending on how you're learning them. And it really changes the whole game. It makes it even easier because you've learned certain perks for the game and you leveled them up. Also, Kid Smooth didn't go through the green doors. People call it blue. I call it green.
Did he break his controller yet?
No, not yet. But I know he's getting there. He's very good at collecting the money, but then sometimes he doesn't even collect the money. So he knows it's important, but he doesn't do it all the time, and it's so confusing. He believes I got lost like this too, so I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. He believes going through the blue doors is enough. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes! I got another audio log. Oh, I got a gold trophy. Oh shit. Well, I got one of them motherfuckers out the way. Isn't that fucking awesome? Playing these games, bro. Just play your fucking games. Like I said, bro, I'm gonna chip away at the platinum. But I've unlocked so much. You don't understand. I unlocked so much that it's going to happen that way. I don't think there's a trophy for collecting all the audio logs, but I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I believe there should be a trophy for collecting all the audio logs because I'm enjoying collecting them, and it sucks that I don't have it. Now, I know there's probably going to open something up later on, but yeah, I mean, just play your fucking games, man. I'm about to obviously I don't want to die, but I've 100%ed the whole fucking level. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, oh shit. Patterns. Look at that. Oh shit. Keep moving. That's all you gotta do. Keep fucking. So over top of or underneath bouncy projectiles, you can see the bars going up. So I'm leveling up this perk. Again, this is something really important you want to do. Level up those perks. I saw the Kid Smooth picked up a very nice shotgun. Actually, he picked up a shotgun multiple times. And what he did was really, really fucking stupid. So basically, he picked up the shotgun. He was scared because the shotgun killed him last time or was taking his health. Well, the funny thing is he kept picking up.
Pick it back up?
No, this the thing. He kept picking up parasites. He picked it back up because he's a dumbass. But he picked up so many parasites that one of the parasites that I don't like picking up is a parasite that will hurt you every time you pick up any item. Not any weapon,
Yeah, I heard
any
that.
item. Yeah.
I
And
heard
he
that.
picked
That's a
it,
dumb
and he just
parasite.
keep picking up parasites, and it got that way. I can't wait to see. Look, here we go. It reduces your protection by 10%, increases proficiency by 20. It's a give or take. That means you can do better with weapons, but then again, do you want to decrease your protection? You know, also, he kept picking up poison resins. Poison resins, they heal you, but they could fuck you up. You don't want to do that. If you have enough ether to cleanse it, cleanse that shit. If it's not one that you can cleanse, don't pick it up. Not if you don't want to fuck up your run. So, we're done with that. Open the treasure chest. Here you go. This is a pistol. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm not a big fan of it. It's nothing to level up. It's not doing anything for me. That's when it's proper to skip that shit. But if it's a better weapon than what you have, and it might be something you want to level up, you probably want to level that shit up. My review is a 9. Here we go. So the cool thing is, oh, I locked the door. So I might die. And I got the sword. So maybe I won't die. Fuck. You little bitch. Oh, shit. When you get the sword, shit's just fucking overpowered, bro. I just started spamming that shit. Oh, fuck. So the good thing is I've leveled up a perk, and that was the bouncing projectiles, so I'm good on that. Once you defeat all the enemies, the door opens. It's a little hectic even for somebody like myself to beat the game, but just because you beat the game doesn't mean you're going to know what's waiting around every corner. So you have to stay humble. Like, don't get cocky on this fucking game. This weapon is so weak. I want him to go through this door. Because when he goes through this door, he going to see, oh, there's some health there. And it's going to be real good for him. So I'm good. I'm going to stay out of there. Don't worry, I'm almost done. But yeah, I'm giving this game a 9 out of 10. It's some stuff that obviously I wanted better. I did temper my expectations because I know the studio and I know they're small. And I know what they used to make. But I wish that in the future they have their own engine, because this is an older engine and I think that they should definitely not use it anymore. Like, I love this engine, don't get me wrong, but there's some stuff that I think that could have been improved, you know. Also, I think multiplayer would definitely be awesome. I know there's no chance that they want to add multiplayer for a game like this because it'll be really, really easy to run through a game together. With the type of guns and perks for the guns you unlock, you just don't know. There's a weapon that shoots through walls. Like, there's a weapon that shoots through fucking walls, people. Oh, fuck. Not a good weapon to use for flying people if you're not good at aiming. I was good at aiming, but I panicked. Once I go over here, some enemies will pop up. Oh, there we go. the worst fucking weapon to use against flying projectiles. Like, just the worst. All my money went down the drain, literally.
Oh my goodness. You speak about money, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You, you don't
You
even know
talking
what
about the
happened to
stock? I
my.
took all my money out. I was only
Yeah.
testing the shit, but I took all my shit out. I didn't see that shit like being good at all.
I didn't take my money. I didn't take my money out because I know it's
I
gonna
did.
climb back up, but
Oh, I know it's gonna
I didn't
climb
take my
back
money
up, but in July I'm planning to like invest about $400 or $500. But right now I was like, nah, give
into
me all
what?
that shit back. Okay,
Into what?
so yeah, so long story short, you don't want to be like Kids Move. You want to temper your expectations. You want to know what's going down on the going downs.
Was that his? It was that his gameplay?
Oh, this is me. This is me playing. Oh shit.
Okay, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yo, kids doing all right. I'm like,
Oh
what's all the here with
no,
kids?
no, no, no.
I'm like, why
He
ain't no
don't even got the
Dracula?
sword yet. I'm trying to. Where's this motherfucker at? Where is this dude at? I'm looking for the tree dude. So there's only one perk for this weapon, so me using it a lot right now doesn't really matter because I've already got that perk. But it's not bad. It's basically a grenade launcher, but like I said, if you're not shooting exactly at the enemies, it doesn't matter. Um, if you know where to go, if you know what to do, you're good. I'm playing it like a pro because I've died enough to play it like a pro. Um, Kids Move, no. I don't think he will be bad at this game. I think he should be able to do the challenge, but I don't want that. I leveled up a gun, so I feel like I'm good. I'm just gonna go in here and just fuck around. I'll probably die though. Yep, this guy right here. Sometimes it feels unfair the way he shoots his fire breath. It really feels unfair. But once you got the sword and he gets down, you can just really fuck him up. But then you gotta be ready for the brothers and shit. It looks like I got replicating hits on this weapon. I didn't know I had that perk. Yep. When you get a rocket that has replicating hits, the first hit will hit him, right? And then it'll swing back around and hit that motherfucker again. That's probably the most powerful perk in the whole game, and I fucking love it. I love it. So I barely made it through this shit. I already knew I was gonna have a hard time because I heard that screeching from that motherfucker that's in red. But he can beat that motherfucker even with a pistol, but he keeps picking up shotguns and he won't use it, man. That's like, I'll be watching him and be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Oh, look at this. There's about to be more enemies in that bitch. Also, he comes up against doors, right? That are like this. You can unlock these doors because somewhere is a mechanism that will open the door and you find something good in these rooms. So I got a poison gun. I already leveled it up most of the time. It's good. It might help me. It might not. Actually, I want to die. Oh, shit. Yeah. So basically, it shoots a big ball of poison. Oh, fuckface? I mean, the original fuckface. Where
Oh,
you at,
gee.
buddy? Fuck. There you go. There you go. In your fucking head. Look at that. Me just surviving on all E. Again, another door just for people that need help on the first level. It took me forever to find this shit. It's sitting right there. You shoot that little thing, opens up door, treasure chest right here. This is a shotgun. I got the wide maul 1 upgraded. But again, like I said, the more biomes you go to, you have 2 perks, 3 perks, 4 perks. And if you keep upgrading these perks, they stack over time depending on the version of the weapon you pick up. And it really helps you out. So, yeah, it's dope like that. But I'm hoping I can die real quick because I'm tired of living. Okay, who's coming out? Oh, there we go. We got the fucking bats. Bitch. Where you go, you little fuck? I don't even know how I'm fucking surviving. Maybe it's just fucking a will to not die, but it doesn't really matter because I want to die. Oh, 2 healths right behind each other? Okay. It's that type of run. Oh, shit, I fell. The grappling hook icon was supposed to spawn, but it didn't. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. But yeah, I'm done. Oh shit, let me go restart my cycle. So at any time if you think you're having a shit run, I mean instead of dying, you could just, you know, you could just
Hold on.
restart your
Does
run.
restart your cycle does the same thing as I'm dying?
Basically, it starts you over, but it won't count as a death. I don't think.
Oh, doesn't it?
Let me see. I'm about to go check the computer real quick. Also, I think the challenge for Kid Smooth, we're gonna watch his shit in a little bit. I think his challenge should have been more of a how many times you die, and also, no, yeah. So I died 70 times, like I said yesterday. It didn't count as a fucking death. Yeah, so you can restart
Okay.
your cycle. It's not a death, but you still gonna have to restart everything over. So the only thing that'll be saved is the upgrade to the weapon you made, obviously, or you know, some other small shit. Um, Resting in your bed regains some of your health a little bit. Daily challenges are over here. Status is here. Outfits are here. So if you wanted to change your outfit at all, it's right over here. So yeah, this is the game of Returnal. Uh, this is just the cockpit. It doesn't really do anything. There is a time where I thought I could sit down, or you appear to be sitting down. You'll figure that out later. But yeah, this is Returnal, and this is the new room. I don't know. I came here and I restarted shit, but I don't really know what it did. So maybe it did start me off in a new biome. Maybe it. I don't fucking know. But there it is. Okay, that's it. Let me get off Returnal. Now let me get on the game of the fucking generation, The Last of Us Part 2. Let's do it. I gotta show you these character skins because we're about to talk about Xbox, but obviously, I think that Kid Smooth can do the challenge. I think he's capable enough to do the challenge. Um, I I beat the game. But it took 3 days, but I only really played it on weekends. But it's me, and he's different, so um, it is what it is. I think it should have been a death challenge because the deaths will be recorded. Time is recorded too, but it's different. So I think it should have been a death challenge. I think 30 hours is way too long because if he gets the hang of it and he's really good at it, he can run through this in 30 hours. I mean, everybody that pitched in for $600 is shit out of $600. I don't know what I keep helping him out with these fucking challenges by giving him so much fucking time. Um, you know, I just don't understand it. But I made a post early. I can't find the area in God of War because I would have to play through the area again because I started it over. But basically, I found like an org in God of War 2018, and I had already known like there was like a comparison to the brutes, and I edited a picture and I did like a side by side.
Oh
And
yeah, I saw that.
yeah, and that shit blew up. It just fucking blew up. People were fighting in the comment section. It just blew the fuck up. And I kind of wish this one would have blew up because this was a brute, and you were going up against a brute on Halo, and I was like, man, bro, we got PS4 games that look better than whatever their brutes are, like gorillas or anything, and it just really opens my eyes, bro. When people talk about something being 1080p, you shouldn't let that shit get to you. Don't go to the comment section and try to defend anything or fight. Nah, bro. Show them some 1080p games. They think it's bad, show them some 1080p games. OC Reed, he did not beat the first boss. He didn't, sadly. He did not beat the first boss. He didn't get the sword. Yeah, bro. He didn't do shit. Yeah, he didn't do shit, bro. The first 3 hours are wasted. I'm hoping he plays again today because I need some entertainment. I'm thinking about going to Burger King because I fucking deserve it. I've been working out every fucking day. I got this sweat vest on. I worked out before we went live today. Drinking nothing but water, being healthy as a motherfucker. Feel good for it too, man. Addicted to fucking working out the muscles and shit. But it's been hot.
Oh man,
It's hot as fuck.
It's good. Trust me, working out is good, Jay.
It's just so fucking hot, man. It's so hot. So hot this fucking weekend. So fucking hot. But yeah, bro. I definitely want to talk to y'all about like what everybody name your favorite 1080p game on PS4. Just name your favorite. OC Reed, I watched the whole stream. And I witnessed this to some people. I don't watch everybody's stream. Like it's hard for me to sit still and watch, streams. Shit, I can't even watch movies and TV shows, movies sometimes. But man, I was laying down eating some good rice and baked chicken, and oh my god, that shit was the funniest shit, bro. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, but you gotta also realize, Jay, Kid Smooth plays Xbox games, so the challenge is gonna be different.
I mean, he was the dude that said that's what it was. Well, that's one thing. It was something else he said that made me just laugh so fucking loud. He said because he plays Returnal should be no problem. He started out saying that, like, he could play this game.
Yo,
what I loved is that they did put you through, like, a small little teaser. Like, not a teaser, a tutorial. It's like you get the gun, and they don't have so many enemies on screen. It's like an introduction to the monster. And then,
I guess at that point he was like, oh man, this is easy, bro.
Exactly. Then when he got to
That,
the Venom Brute, which people don't know, it's kind of like that little demon on Demon Souls, the first one. You can beat that big ass fat demon. It's gonna take some time and fucking skill to dodge around all his attacks. Same thing with the Brute.
you can't beat him at start,
Yes, you can.
can you?
Yes, you can. And you have a special scene after you beat them, and they give you special items if you beat them. Yep. And
I'm talking about Returnal when in
the
that
Venom
tutorial
Brute, yes.
when you
That Venom Brute, you can beat the first one. Yep.
as soon as I dropped in that motherfucker hit me once and I was dead. I'm like, what the fuck?
Whenever you die, you're gonna get that trophy. You're not getting that trophy because you died at that point. You know, so you can get that death trophy anytime you die. You will die. Somebody's gonna die. Even if you didn't die, you're gonna have to die to get the trophy.
So you can't beat him then, but you only have one chance to beat him.
You
Or
can
does he
beat.
actually
You
leave
can
off?
beat. You can fight him multiple times in the game. Like that brute will pop up multiple times. But in that first introduction to the brute, you can defeat him. Yeah, I didn't beat him either, but you can defeat him. You just gotta dodge and shit like that. But you know, it's kind of like those Japanese RPGs where sometimes you don't know if you could defeat them, but there are some Japanese RPGs where you can defeat a boss you thought you couldn't defeat. The outcome is either the same or story
Okay.
changes. It's kind of like that.
See, that's what brings me to what you call it. That's what brings me to that Neo game that they're doing, like the Final Fantasy Neo thing.
Uh huh.
Is it did we really need a Final Fantasy like Souls game? Is
We
because I don't
don't
think this is
need
gonna be
it,
a
but
main.
I think it would be a big draw because people love Souls, people like Final Fantasy. It's an interesting collaboration if it's true. Like, because you never would have thought that they would partner up. So,
Yeah, but Final Fantasy is more of an RPG. You level up. I mean, I know all this other Souls games are RPGs too. It's just that Final Fantasy is more of a you beat so many enemies. You level up based off of that. When you level up to a certain point, the game's just gonna get easier.
well,
Like,
I can witness that even though I leveled up a shitload on Neo, those enemies still fuck you up and kill you all the time. So it didn't really
maybe
matter.
that's what maybe that's
So
what maybe,
so
maybe that's what
Neo
Neo's gonna
to
do.
me is a little bit harder than Demon Souls because they don't give a fuck. And the monster designs, the enemy designs are a lot more crazier. They do different types of attacks, and it's crazier than Dark Souls games. Like, so you're gonna be in for a treat if they make a Final Fantasy Neo. You know, people don't like to refer to Neo as a Souls game, but it is a Souls game, even though it's not made by
Oh,
From Software.
it's a
Yeah,
hard Souls game. Yes.
yeah, it's very very hard. So I believe they can make it work where you won't be so overpowered to defeat every enemy very easily.
Yeah, yeah, and also look at it like this: Final Fantasy is not. They're not.
Eternity, what's up, man?
What's up, guys? What's up, man? But no, Final Fantasy, they're not. They're not one to not experiment. They like that shit. They
No,
like to experiment
yeah,
with types of
and I
genres.
like that they like experimenting that shit, but does Final Fantasy need to be that's in that soul setting though?
I don't think
Maybe not. I
anything
don't need to, but
needs
why
to
not,
be
right?
anywhere, but that's the whole part of video games. You gonna get all types of different types, so they might feel like to do
Hey
that.
man, I'm interested.
It's
I'll see what they do.
it's a big. You don't understand how big of a draw that is. You gotta remember, we're the only gaming console with access to all Souls games. Think about it.
Yeah, I see what I know what you
So if we would get another one, that would be even a bigger draw. We already got Neo 1 and 2, Demon Souls remakes, every single Dark Souls game, Sekiro, Mortal Shell. I couldn't remember the name earlier, but Mortal Shell, which is an indie game, started on PC. It's on Xbox and PlayStation. Like, we got access to every single Souls game. If you own a PS5, you can play every single Souls game. That's a big draw, bro.
Yeah, this game it
It
would sell
is.
gangbusters. Seriously,
Yeah, it's gonna sell a
it
lot.
would.
It might not make sense right now. It don't make sense to me either, but I'm interested to see how it'll work. You know.
Oh my. Because remember, Final Fantasy, you normally have a party, so I'm like, how does that gonna work? Like, you know what I mean? You like you always
I
normally have a
mean,
huge party with
Neo
you.
eventually had on the third when it had 3-player co-op in it on the first on the
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
think
but
if
that's
I'm not if
co-op.
yeah, but I remember that they did introduce in Neo 2 that you did have a party system where is one additional AI member that would travel with you to help. So, like I said, it's not gonna be a copy and paste, so you don't have to worry that, oh, it's gonna be just like it's not. No. You don't. I don't think you have to worry. They're gonna situate the game for what type it needs to be. Trust me. You know, not everybody gonna do a copy and paste job like fucking Microsoft. You don't gotta worry. I think that. But again, it might be a completely different take on the Final Fantasy shit. I mean, look at what they're doing with Forspoken. Completely different. It's in the Final
Yeah, but
Fantasy
Forspoken is
universe.
not Final Fantasy.
Huh?
Forspoken is not a Final Fantasy. It's just
It's
a new.
not,
It's a
but it's
new
in
IP.
that universe, and it's only one
True,
player. It's
true,
only one
true.
per.
Cause
It's only one person you control.
That's true. Well, so far we don't know much else about it.
I wonder if this Final Fantasy game will be a spin-off to a existing Final Fantasy title.
No, I
That's
don't.
what
I
I was
don't.
wondering
The
too.
thing
I
is,
mean,
I
we
don't
don't
think
know
so.
anything,
I
so
don't think it will
anything's
have
possible.
anything mainline to do with the game. I don't think it will be a mainline Final Fantasy. I think it will just
We'll
be.
find out, man. I don't want to take no L for saying something that I know that I don't know that's not
No,
gonna come true. So,
I'll take the L. Nigga, I'm the one
but
saying that
I don't know, man.
shit.
It's again
I, I,
the rumor started as, hey, it's a Final Fantasy game exclusive for PlayStation, and then late
and
last night
you
it
know what's funny?
transformed into, hey, it's a Soulsborne game. So we don't know how it's gonna transform. It could be this or it could be that. Never know.
Yeah, but the whole rumor started from 4chan, then it went to freaking what you call it a
Adam is
French
saying
website.
Adam just said that the rumor is bullshit about Team Ninja and Final Fantasy. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Problem solved. It's bullshit.
I still gotta see
Oh
what
man.
we gotta still see what type of Final Fantasy game it is, because obviously they're
Wait,
making something
he
else.
said with Team Ninja's bullshit, but he didn't say it. He didn't say the Final Fantasy game is done. He didn't say the Final Fantasy game is fake though, is it?
No, he didn't say that. All he said is the rumor is bullshit about Team Ninja and Final Fantasy.
Oh,
We'll find out soon
fair
enough.
enough.
That's
Mm.
why we call it a rumor.
Hey, exactly. I said it was a rumor. I said I literally said in the Discord that it's I'm taking as a rumor to the devs themselves confirm it.
I think that everybody needs to understand. Um, Going towards E3, we're gonna get a lot of rumors. They're
That's
gonna
true.
Yo,
seem
that's the
they're
that's
gonna
that
seem so
see
real. They're gonna
that's the
seem so
problem with E3
convincing.
though.
But yep,
That's the problem with E3 though. That's why everyone never liked E3 because as E3 starts, you like, oh, I heard that before, I heard that before, I heard that. It's like
Yep.
there's no more surprise. There's no more surprises when it comes to E3. So I'm like, they're always leaking shit ahead of time.
Yep. That's super annoying. Super annoying. But I hope this rumor is real though, man. That'll be cool. Like, did you guys ever play that Final
What
Fantasy
it
Type
be
Zero?
Type Zero? No, I never played it. I saw it on the store though.
Yeah, that game's actually pretty cool, man. It's kind of like a hidden gem, man. It's I didn't beat it though, but when I was
It's a remaster.
it was a good, it was what I played, I enjoyed, put it that way.
I've
what
never
game are you
heard. The
guys
thing is,
talking
I've
about?
never heard that. He said Final Fantasy Type Zero.
Type 0.
Yep.
That was the one on PSP, right?
Yeah, and it got
Might
remastered.
be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I didn't play it. I wanted to on the PSP, but they didn't localize it. And then when they did, they ended up making a remaster. And then I just lost interest. But I liked it. but it's still, even though they got the remaster polish, it still looked a little dated, so I didn't touch it.
Yeah, it did. It was really inconsistent with the character models, but I mean, the ones that
I
were
think it was an
consistent.
interesting take on the Final Fantasy universe, though. Like they had guns, some of them had swords. They had all different
Well,
types of
to be quite
weapons.
fair, a lot of Final Fantasies they do have these
Yeah,
things.
but
Like look at Final Fantasy 10
this
too.
was completely different. It wasn't like just, hey, these are random people. They all went to the same, like, what, academy or school or something. It's kind of like
Yep.
a teenager's Final Fantasy, and it was just different from what
It was military based though.
military. Yeah, it was like they
Yep.
were all at the
So
same
basically, like
military
Final Fantasy
academy.
8.
I
Yeah, I guess kind of
guess,
felt like Final Fantasy 8. Yeah,
yeah.
but emphasis on the military.
Yeah, well, yeah, basically like the military, because that whole Final Fantasy 8, it was all about the military, the garden and all that shit.
hmm
That's basically a military. They teach you how to be a freaking warrior.
Yo, I don't care what nobody said. They need to remake Final Fantasy 8, bro.
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorites apart from 7, bro. It's up there.
Yeah, it was the first Final Fantasy I ever
Fin-
played.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna be real. Final Fantasy 10 was my first Final Fantasy. Then I went back and played 8. Then I played 7. I played in the wrong orders. But when I played 8, bro, I'm like, yo, this actually is really good. I don't know why people hated it so much.
All right, well, I'll holler at y'all. I'll be listening in.
Okay, man.
All right.
I'm on M4G. I just saw something about Dark Souls, or I mean, not Dark Souls. God damn, why I call it that? Tales Arise. Let me see. Like Tales Arise is gonna be dope. Like, it's coming out in September,
Bro,
and I
that's
still can't believe it's a
exact.
September game, because I don't know. Something to me feels like it could easily get pushed back, but September is a safe month because it's before the holiday season, but it's still regarded as a summer game. So it's a
Bro,
classic setting for a
it's going
Japanese
up against
RPG.
Deathloop. It has no issues.
No, it's not because of that. It's not because of that. It's just that I grew up in a time where we had a lot of Japanese RPGs coming out in the summer, because summer was like the dead man's period for video games. So a lot of
Yep.
the big people didn't put their games out in the summer, but you could always count on a good Japanese RPG coming out in the summer. And
Yo,
as I
have you
got
actually
older,
looked
I
at?
learned that September is a part of summer. So it's kind of classic that you have Tales of Arise coming out in summer, even though it's very late summer. Um, it's interesting that it's coming out in September. I hope that it stays the course and it doesn't get delayed. Um, I'm gonna pre-order it probably in July. I want to wait to see if anything else happens with it. So, but we'll see. It looks like it's
Yo,
definitely a day one.
I saw some new Scarlet Nexus gameplay, bro. It actually does look pretty good.
Yeah, when does the
Summer.
demo unlock for that game?
Oh, the demo, I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. I was noticing while we lost a lot of viewers, it seems like King Thrash is online. So, like I said,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
we were
yeah.
gonna
I
end
saw that.
this. Yeah, we're gonna end this shit at 5 anyway. I think he's interviewing like an Xbox guy or something. Some
Yeah, Dark.
doc. I've never heard of him, but he got a lot of green on his profile picture, so I only assumed he was an
Yep,
Xbox dude.
yep.
Um,
Dark, whatever his name is. Yeah.
um, so I guess we're just gonna go to our boy Call Eastwood and some of the other usual suspects, to see if they talked about anything interesting. So yeah, just Starfield and then some more Starfield. Um, like nothing interesting at all. Let me see. Yeah. Does anybody know if Kids Move is streaming today? Yeah. So it looks like Dealer Gaming and Call Eastwood didn't post anything for 3 days, so they both posted something on the same day, but then they didn't want to post anymore. Yeah, this is pretty much the classic scenario for Xbox fans. It's like they don't have shit to talk about, and if their lies don't pan out or some big news that they were hyped about don't pan out, they kind of just go away. It's not like you can only pull shit out of your ass, but so much before it just everybody's not fooled by it anymore. So, they did show off some new characters for King of Fighters. They showed off the cell phone version of Metal Slug. I believe it's confirmed that consoles are getting a new Metal Slug game as well, so that should be interesting. Um, what do we see? Let me go back to PlayStation. We got a new gameplay trailer for Ratchet and Clank, and as you know, Ratchet and Clank looks beautiful every time they show it off. Here we go. And this was Planets and Explorations. That was dope. So I'm guessing we're gonna have another little gameplay developer trailer for next week. But the game looks so fucking good. And I like that you do get to switch between the planets. I didn't see this in Ratchet and Clank 16. I'm not sure if it's like kind of like a hyperdrive. Nice. I don't know if you fly to the planet manually. I kind of missed that if it ever had it. I remember doing that shit in Star Fox. You fly
back in the day,
planets,
huh?
Yeah.
Back in the day when you're in the ship shooting shit in space, right?
It seems like it's just gonna be a little cutscene going to the planet, but I don't know 100% for sure. But I just saw cutscene for 2 planets. Looks great though. Like I said, this right here, the forest planet with the trees and shit. That one is blowing me away. I will spend, what is it called? Sargasso. This one right here blows my fucking mind. This one always fucking blows my mind. I just can't get over how beautiful it is. It is truly amazing. What's going on, Emilio? How you doing, man? Oh, shit. Again, bro, anybody that's playing Biomutant, if you're a part of the PlayStation gaming community, shit, if you tune into the chat, please let me know how the game is. I've always had interest in the game, but I'm not a big fan of the way that the developer divulged the information that it felt like it was key to PS5 owners. So they really need to fix their public relations skills, because in the future, when you have something like that going wrong with the game, you need to come out weeks before the game comes out to tell us the truth. Don't wait days before the games come out. That's unfair. But whoever is picking up Biomutant, please let me know how it is. Show gameplay, screenshots. If you have any problems, let me know. I'm still planning on picking that game up this year.
I'm waiting until they release a PS5 version.
Yeah. I'm planning on picking it up this year, but it would definitely be after Ratchet and Clank. And probably after, what is, Kenna? Yeah. I got a lot of games. You know, Kenna, Ratchet, and Clank. I got
a lot of games. I got a lot of games purchased, bro. I'm good. Granted, I don't got no open world games, but like, hey, I was wondering, knowing that GTA 5 has a freaking November release date, do you think they're gonna Horizon's still gonna launch within that time period? Because it would then have to be competing with the freaking, sadly, but the juggernaut of freaking GTA 5.
I think they want to bring out Horizon in October. But if I worked at PlayStation and they actually listened to me, I would delay Horizon until the very beginning of 2022. Because every multi-platform game is still going to promote the PS5, and the PS5 itself is going to promote itself. So the system is always going to sell. So the mission is still successful in the end. So it's all right to delay your game. But I don't want them to bring out Horizon or any game close to Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto when it means those multi-platform games can siphon people away from your fucking game. You don't want that. So it doesn't matter how much PlayStation fans feel they need Horizon or God of War. Don't place them near big games. You want them to do good on their own, and we want to see how good they can do. Putting them next to another game is pretty much certain death. It doesn't matter how big they are. So, in my opinion, no. Push Horizon back to January 2022. If you feel that it's coming too close to Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto, push it back. That goes for any developer, to be honest. Second party, indie developer, or other third party developer. If your game is too close to Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto, you need to push it back. It's not good for your game. Your game will not sell. Or it won't sell the units that you want it to sell. So don't fuck yourself over. Like, Horizon would have to be doing some pretty amazing things. And even though Horizon is a better game than a remaster, it doesn't matter. You have to go above and beyond.
I know GTA is just that big, bro.
Yeah, it's just that big. They can re-release that game every fucking generation and people will still go want to buy it. So,
it is what it is, man.
yeah, so I also noticed at the end of the newest trailer, they made sure
they
put PlayStation 5 exclusive. And again,
yo, I hope they fired that nigga though. I really hope they fired that.
Whoever the guy or girl is, whoever fucked up, they need to be fired.
Yeah, like you did that twice now. It's stupid now. It's ridiculous.
They need to be fired immediately. Here's the official trailer for Last of Us 60 frames per second enhancement.
But they actually did a trailer for that. I thought it just dropped. I thought it just dropped.
They did the trailer on the official PlayStation channel because people needed to know.
Sony had to flex. Game of the year. Yo, that game was beautiful. I ain't gonna even. I'm not even gonna. That game was beautiful.
Also, Falconeer has been announced for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that could miss me. I'm good.
If you guys wanted to see the confirmation that it's actually real, it's actually happening.
I'm good. They could miss me. They could miss me. I'm good.
So if you wanted to know how it feels to be an Xbox fan, to see what they were playing when we were playing Demon's Souls, Sackboy, and Spider-Man, this is what they were playing. Again, this also proves that just because something says 4K 60 doesn't really mean shit, because the game design can be so boring and primitive that it doesn't really matter if it's 4K 60. As you can see with their frames per second boost program.
It's not that hard to get that game to 4K 60 though. Look at what's going on.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say. If you can see by the frames per second boost program on the Xbox Series X, they are boosting up older games, but they're still not looking good. So
yeah, but you gotta understand why games on the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X are boosted, especially when they're back compat games. The Xbox One was designed for backwards compatibility. So whatever game launches, even if it launches with the PS5 version, they can easily just use the Xbox One version and make the Xbox Series X version look that much better because it has a backwards compatibility setting. Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All they got to do is make it run on backwards compatibility. It will look just as good or even better because it doesn't need to take that much power to render it that high anymore. Like it could be using okay, put it this way,
My
right?
boy
If it was
Cooper
using the
Clips in the
Series X,
building.
it
What's
may
going
not
on,
be.
Cooper? You can continue.
No, I'm saying if it was using the Series X altogether, it might not even hit that 60 frames or the 120 frames. But because they use the Xbox One version, they can hit that 4K 120 frames. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like a lot of these people are getting excited because like Xbox things are getting excited because Biomutant is hitting 4K 60, and they're saying, "Oh, see, the tools are here, and the tools are here." And I'm like, bro, it's in backwards compatibility. The PS4 Pro is less powerful than the Xbox One X. We all know this. So them getting 4K 60 is not a surprise. It really isn't. And these Xbox fans are just running with this. I'm like, yo, y'all need to stop, bro. If y'all want to get a W, that's fine, but don't take a W when it's not freaking like
You
necessary.
have to understand. No matter what the truth is, and no matter what reality is, this is what they do. So we know it's right and we know it's wrong for them to claim a W when it's so apparent that the system is a backwards compatibility box. But they don't care. Like they lie all the time and they don't care. You have to when you're fighting against these guys, truly, or anybody listening to my voice, you fighting against these crazy Xbox fans in a console war, you have to understand logic doesn't matter to them. Lies
Oh,
don't
trust me, I
matter to
know.
them.
Here's the thing. Here's
So
the thing I've realized though,
if
Jay.
you're trying to wonder why they trying to claim a W when it's really not a W, they don't give a fuck. They haven't had a W in so long. They're gonna do this all the time. Prepare yourself. Every time that it's a little bit of something, they're gonna claim it's a W even though it's really not there, bro. That's how desperate they are. So prepare yourself and start to understand this is how they think.
Oh boy.
When you don't have no fucking food and you're in the desert and you find something edible, you gotta fucking eat it. They haven't had a W for so long, it doesn't really matter what it is to them. They're gonna claim it's a W. It's very simple. It's not right. It's not logical. It's not honest. But they don't give a fuck about any of that shit. That's how desperate they are. They don't care. They don't fucking care. They were bragging about teraflops and now nobody talks about it. Whatever it is, whatever their talking point, whatever the buzzword is to make their system look good, to make it seem like they have a W, that's what they're going to be talking about. They were talking about Starfield up until we learned from Jason Schreier that the game's not even coming out this year. As soon as that information dropped,
See,
they
that
didn't
was
talk
funny
about
to
it
me.
no more.
That was funny to me. Now, I'm not saying that Jason Schreier is right. I'm not saying he's wrong, but that was funny to me because he had to put everyone in their place.
It was
He had to put
funny
everyone in their
because
place.
they put their hopes and dreams on that one game coming out this year,
And the
expecting
funny
it
thing
to
is, they
do
actually do
damage.
have Halo coming out. So where's
No,
the
it's
hype for
not.
that
It's not
Halo?
that. They were expecting it to do damage to PlayStation. They expected the presence of Starfield this year would damage PlayStation and would allow them to have
Yeah,
a
but
definitive win.
isn't the Halo supposed to be doing that damage though? Where's that hype for that Halo though? That's what
But
I'm saying.
they've defended Halo over the last couple months. They understand the game is garbage. Remember, remember when Microsoft is advertising Halo Infinite, didn't they do the same thing the Xbox fans did? They had
Yeah,
Halo Infinite, but they still acquired Bethesda. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
They're doing what their big daddy is doing, right? They're doing what their parent is doing.
I had to explain to someone, bro. Like Microsoft, Xbox didn't acquire ZeniMax, bro. I'm like, yo, Xbox didn't acquire ZeniMax. Xbox doesn't have the money to acquire ZeniMax. Bro. I'm like, yo, Microsoft acquired. Like, get it through your head, bro. Like, they don't have the money. They don't have that capital. I literally had to tell them, bro. Look at the financials when this court case started. They ain't making money on Game Pass. They ain't making money on console sales. They ain't even making money on their services in for Xbox. They ain't making money on Xbox at all. So for them buying any studio, it has to come from Microsoft. They ain't got money. Like the Xbox division ain't got money, bro. Like I had to fight these niggas and tell them, bro, that's not the case. My Xbox ain't buying shit, bro. I be going back and forth with these people, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that again. I mean, that's why when I get on Twitter, I don't talk to a lot of them or block a lot of them because I'm being.
Maybe I should start doing that shit.
Yeah, because what's the
Oh,
point? What's the point of fighting with them when they know they're wrong, they know they're lying, and they're not gonna change? They're not gonna say, "Hey, you were right, bro," or "You are right." Like they're not gonna do that. They're not. They know they've been taking L's for 8 years. They're not gonna change, bro. Xbox has money. Very true. They have money. But it's not changing the fact that they're not doing the right thing with their money. For so many generations, for so many years, Xbox could have been acquired studios and built them up to the level of a Naughty Dog. But that's not what they
Hey,
wanted.
apparently that's not someone is stopping Phil from from doing shit like that. It was Don Magic and it was that what's that freaking nigga name, bro? I keep forgetting that nigga name. It's not Peter Moore. It's the other nigga. Um
I don't know. You
Ted
you
Ted
said
Ted
it was
Ted
stopping.
Morrison.
You said what was stopping? You said something was stopping.
Yeah, Ted Morrison or something or not Ted Morrison, is it what it is? What's his name?
I don't know. I don't know these guys. I don't.
Anyway, there was this nigga that was apparently that was not allowing Phil to purchase these things, and they recently
Let me
got
let
put
me let
more
me
money.
let me say
I'm like,
something.
bro,
Let me say something.
y'all niggas dumb.
Let me say something. Phil Spencer didn't fucking do that when he took over. So that's bullshit. What you just said is bullshit. Cause see, when Phil Spencer took over, he could have started buying at studios in 2013, right?
I know.
Or 2014, or 2015, or 2016, or 2017. He didn't start trying to buy studios until 2018 or 19.
Hmm.
So he had multiple years in the generation we just got out of, and he didn't buy studios for like 4 or 5 years. So I don't want to hear, oh, this person was stopping this person. What about the 4 years after he was the only person in charge, or the 5 years he was in charge?
Apparently, those they were stopping him all those
The
years
business
from
model of
buying
Xbox
anything.
is we're going to stand beside somebody that's popular until we become popular. That's the
Well,
business
then,
model.
but you gotta realize though, Jay. That's why they bought ZeniMax because ZeniMax is a popular studio.
Bethesda's
Yeah,
popular.
Bethesda.
Nobody
Yeah,
knows who the
that.
fuck
But the
Cinemax
thing is,
is.
though, that's why they announced it as we bought Bethesda. They didn't say
Mm-hmm.
we bought ZeniMax
Yep.
because no one really knows who the fuck ZeniMax is. All they know is that Bethesda is the name they're looking at because guess what? Bethesda is the one that makes the big IPs they got. ZeniMax is only a part a parent company.
And this is why, if anybody was wondering why they're not really putting their heart and soul into Halo, because why do they need to? They own Bethesda. They believe that will be a continuous selling point, even if Bethesda has games that are not ready yet. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say it's not a selling point to own an Xbox, but it's not a system selling point. Yeah, there's Bethesda games coming to Xbox, but until we find out the scope of those games and how far they're going to be exclusive, if they're going to be permanent exclusive, if they're getting new IPs only for Xbox, if they're getting old IPs only for Game Pass, like we're going to find the scope out this year, hopefully. Phil Spencer is not vague about it, especially since they're doing a joint conference. I cannot wait to see what's going on.
As I said, you know why they're doing a joint conference? Because Microsoft themselves don't got much to, so they're
Exactly.
relying the bulk of their shit on ZeniMax showing.
So I
I
like I
guarantee
said,
you,
I'm very interesting to see how long the show is, how much content, the
it might
messaging.
just only be 2 hours.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. I want to get the information. I don't want to sit up here on podcasts or make videos and not give information to viewers. I want to be in a loop. I want to know if a game is exclusive. I want to know if timed exclusives are still a thing. I want to know if every game's going to Game Pass. I want to know. And I don't know anything. No one
No,
knows anything. So I'm
that's the
waiting
thing. Phil,
desperately for
yo,
E3 to
someone
learn
made
more
some.
about the
Just
deals.
said this before. Just said this before. They could have easily went on stage when they were in that round table. Phil could have easily said when they were addressing Bethesda, said that Starfield is exclusive to Xbox and PC. They didn't. He didn't have to go around and say what oh we'll have future obligations. What does future obligations mean? That shit don't make no damn future obligations and future partnerships.
There are some timed exclusive deals that were made with Bethesda and
Okay, but what
PlayStation
about the
that they
future
can't.
contractual obligations? That what is that supposed to mean?
That's what I'm talking about. They have
Yeah,
deals with
but we
PlayStation for
those are
exclusives.
already in place though. He said future future
That is future
contractual
because they
obligation.
haven't came out yet. That is future. When they announced it,
No,
those
but
games
those
didn't
are
come out
announced.
yet.
Those are already been announced and
Yeah,
known
I
about.
know they're announced, but they didn't come out yet. That's what they're talking about, True Woody. They're talking about we have
Okay.
future obligations because they're games that have not actually came out yet that we still have obligations to allow them to bring out on their platform of choice for exclusive amount of time. So they do have future
Okay.
obligations because those games haven't came out and they have not run their course for the timed exclusivity deal that was set. So Ghostwire is pushed back to God knows when. Deathloop is pushed back to September,
Okay.
and when they
Okay.
come
My
out on
question is, then
when they
why
come
couldn't he
out on
just be?
PlayStation, there's a certain
Why
amount of
couldn't he?
months that they have to stay exclusive to meet that obligation.
Yeah. Okay. Then why not? Why couldn't he just be
Because
vague then?
he
I mean,
doesn't
not
want to
vague.
be honest with his viewers and let them know that PlayStation is going to have some time exclusive deals on the
No, all
field
that, no,
for this
all he
year.
has to, oh no, what I'm saying is, OJ, all Phil had to say to squash all of this conspiracy theories are going around on Twitter, YouTube, and all that shit, while everyone's still talking about this shit, is because he did not say that freaking Starfield or everything from the here on going forward is going to be exclusive, except the only two obligations that everyone knows about, which is Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop. Those are the only two obligations that we all know about, but they did not say that. They did not say. They could have said that those two are still releasing on PlayStation that you know about, but everything else going forward, everything that is new and upcoming is Xbox and PC. They could have easily said that and just squashed everything right there. But he did not do that. He left everything up to interpretation, though, Jay. That's what I'm saying. He left everything up to interpretation and extra talk. He could have just squashed all of that right there. Why does he need to carry this out any further? He could have been clear from the get go, but he was not. That's why we got people on Twitter arguing that Starfield is still coming to PlayStation. Whether or not it is coming to PlayStation or not, we don't know because Phil wasn't clear and he still isn't clear. And even though all of this is going on all over Twitter, he won't respond. Why won't he respond in clear air and say, listen, it is coming to freaking Xbox and PC and nothing else. We got Jeff Grubb coming down here saying this. And Jeff Grubb ain't credible. So we still got nothing. We still got nothing, bro. It's like it's stupid. It's just a whole bunch of mess that Phil just left for people to interpret. And it's dumb. It's dumb. It's not a way to market your system. It's
Okay,
not
I'm
the way
gonna
to market
reply
your
to
system.
everything you just said. So give me some time to talk because I gave you some time to talk. It's a big announcement. It's a big motherload bomb to drop on the gaming industry that Bethesda games will officially have exclusive games on Xbox. These games will not go to PlayStation. It's something that he knows that he has to save for the right moment. The right moment is E3. So if you're wondering why he hasn't fucking confirmed something so obvious, it's because he has nothing for E3, and that right there is an additional announcement. It might seem petty, it might seem stupid, but to them, just like I explained to you a little while ago, they don't have anything. What do you expect? They're not giving you what you want because they know they're not going to have something in a more important stage. The most important stage for Xbox has always been E3. It has not been a TED Talk. All they did at that point was just to brag about, hey, we own Bethesda, their old games are going to Game Pass. They're not going to give you an insight into their playbook.
Yeah, but they are. But Jay, what I'm saying though, Jay, is that they already said that yes, we are gonna
True
talk about
Witty.
the exclusivity.
I know
Yeah.
what they said. And I know what you're about to tell me that they said because I was there when they said it. What I'm trying to tell you, so you can wrap your brain around it, is they didn't share the exclusivity details with the public because they believe giving that information out at E3 is a bigger deal. So that's
then
what
what if
they're
they
going to
don't
do.
show it off at E3 then?
We, the PlayStation community, have to do exactly what the Xbox fans have to do. We have to wait until E3 to get a clear understanding. No, hear me out. We have to wait until E3 to get a clear understanding of what's going on in the future between Microsoft and Bethesda. Right now, you have to wrap your head around it, is they do believe E3 is a big stage and they don't want to let their secrets go before they can go and tell them in the big stage of E3. It doesn't matter if they was talking about Bethesda months ago when they acquired them. That's not where they want to give that information, so they're not going to do it.
Okay.
PlayStation had fucking Horizon ready for God knows how long, what Adam told us, but guess what? They're not showing us because this is not the time or place.
No, I understand. Okay,
That's why he didn't do it. Because buzz, speculation keeps the name in the news. He's very smart. We're talking about it. You're talking about it. You're scratching your head about, oh, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he say that? He could have said it. No. He's going to do it at E3. And the reason why he didn't give that little tidbit of news out is because he knew it would stay in the news. Bethesda, Xbox, Game Pass, Microsoft stays in the talking point every which way throughout the months leading up to E3. He's very smart. It's a strategic move to make sure you don't completely get obliterated out of the news cycle. It might seem pathetic to you and me as PlayStation gamers, and it truly is pathetic, but he's not going to tell you everything. It's like a magician that does an amazing magic trick. They're not going to tell you. They want the mystery. They want the speculation. That's what they want. That's what Phil Spencer wants. That's what Microsoft wants. That's what Xbox wants. They want the speculation and hype leading up to the E3 event. So when they get on stage with Bethesda together, they can give more clarity on what's going on in the future. And I respect that. And I can't wait to learn more about what's going on because I don't want to be confused. I don't want to say something that's completely wrong because I'm thinking it that way, but I don't clearly know. And I don't know anything about Bethesda and Microsoft right now, just like you don't know. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that once we get to E3, Microsoft will be 100% honest and completely transparent about what's going on in the future. What's going on, Cedric? What's going on, Arnold?
Adam is here. Adam is in the chat.
No, I'm pretty sure he's gonna whatever. But I'm just saying, I just wanted you to understand so you don't have to worry anymore. It's a time and a place. E3 is the place. It's a big stage. They're going in there with Bethesda. Everything should be
I'm not
cleared
worried.
up. Yeah, everything should be cleared up at E3, but they not gonna let their secrets go. It's just like, remember we were just getting on PlayStation about talking.
Mhm.
Shit, it's a time and a place, and they picked the time and they picked the place when they want to talk about shit, and we're good now. Xbox doesn't have as much as PlayStation, so they're gonna actually, in reality, go quieter than PlayStation. Like, giving out announcements to Game Pass is not making noise. That's just obvious shit. That's obvious
Stupid
announcements.
makes sense.
It's kind of like a fucking firmware or a fucking patch to a video game. You know that shit's coming. You know it's coming. So we know games are going to
Stupid
Game
makes
Pass,
sense.
but outside of games going to Game Pass, what else news have they shared? Nothing.
Nothing.
Everything is waiting until E3. Even the 20th anniversary, the big explosion of information is waiting until E3. Because why share any information now when you don't have a lot at E3? So you're going to bundle up everything you possibly can and make shit explode as much as you possibly can at E3. It's so sad, bro. I know. They depend on E3 like they depend on fucking water. But that's Microsoft right now. That's Xbox. That's all they got. It's not just the fans. It's Xbox. All they have is E3. They're putting all their chips on the E3 bandwagon and hoping that they can get some big time buzz, some big W's at E3. I hope they show everything that people
hope they
really
get
need.
it.
Yeah, me too. But all I'm care about is the Bethesda news. So, you know, PlayStation gamers can either worry or not worry, be at peace or buy an Xbox or whatever they feel they need to do in the future. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to learn.
Oh, I'm not. My cheese all in motion.
So, I'll be watching E3. And since it, like we've already covered, E3 takes place on Saturday and Sunday. And that is the Saturday and Sunday after Ratchet and Clank comes out that Friday. And Ratchet and Clank comes out after that Thursday, which is the Summer Game Fest as well as the new Final Fantasy. It's going to be a big weekend for gaming. Like, it's just going to be a huge gaming weekend. I can't fucking wait. I mean, just now that I think about it, it's just so much going to be going on that weekend. Definitely going to need to make sure I talk to everybody in the PlayStation Legion to see what day they're going to be available to help me cover as much news as possible. That means people doing their part, going around Twitter, going around YouTube, seeing what the factual news is, the real shit, so we can discuss it here. Like I said, if I'm not reachable, Summer Games Fest, I'll be on either the round table or Sick Humor stream to talk about it. Shit, I might even be on Jabari and Persona stream, but I won't be off of work during the Summer Game Fest. So I will be working that day. I will be working on Friday as well. But E3 is Saturday and Sunday. I'll be home for that. So I'm guessing, because Microsoft has been keen on doing Sundays for E3, I'm guessing they will have their event on Sunday because Bethesda did go on a Sunday once or the last couple times. So I'm guessing Microsoft's event with Bethesda will probably be on Sunday. I hope it's on Saturday, though. But, again, we have no dates for their E3 events. So that's also something I think they could have easily given out. But, again, time and place, I guess. The battle is on. This is what Arnold said. The battle is on. I just hope no news for Xbox when Ratchet and Clank is released. I could see them doing some stupid shit like that. I mean, it's really up to them. Like I could see them releasing news on that Friday before E3. I could see them do it. So don't hold your breath for them not doing it because they're gonna probably do it. E3 is the following day, so they're probably gonna say something. Let me see what else you said. You said, now I understand why Sony is pushing for PC to get a foothold and broaden the PlayStation brand. Well, Sony well, Sony will then have to get the timing right when releasing their exclusives. Yeah,
It's to get no, it's to get into the Chinese market. Let's be real.
yeah. I mean, the Chinese market, that's there, but it's still, I mean, I still don't understand a lot because you just released the PS5 in China, and also the messaging you don't want to give the Chinese market that already predominantly plays on PC the understanding that all PlayStation exclusives eventually are going to PC, which would devalue the whole point of even buying a PS5 in China. But the PS5 sold out in China in minutes because, again, the brand name. So I don't know anytime soon
Hey,
if one thing is
agents
going to
support
cancel
agents.
out the other. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just like I don't know if one thing will cancel out the other. The brand of
No,
PlayStation is so widespread that it doesn't really even need a single game. The PS5 alone is selling on its own merit just because it's the PlayStation 5. We don't even have as many games out there as a half generation console, and the system is just selling boatloads fast, minutes selling out, seconds selling out. It's amazing. You don't see this shit every generation.
no, I think this generation is just unique simply because of the virus. That makes it so unique because if the virus wasn't there, would these systems just sell even boatloads more? It's just more surprising because with the virus, it's still outselling the last gen systems, and I'm like, oh,
I mean,
like it would
it's
probably
not just the
double or
virus; it's the popularity of the generation we just got out for PlayStation, where it sold over 115 million copies. There are tons of people that want to migrate just for the sake of migration. Um, it's not the virus. It's not Chinese, Japan like each other. No, it's not that. It's not an exclusive. It's migration.
no, that was a joke.
It's
That was just a
it's
joke.
it's
That
obvious
was just a joke.
migration. I understand, but it's obvious migration. I have a PS4. I don't want to miss the next gen. Let me buy a PS5. There's no thought process in it for any of the games that are currently out. It's just, hey, I want to buy a PS5. The only thought process recently has been Returnal and Ratchet and Clank. Yes, Demon Souls is amazing. Yes, Spider-Man Miles Morales is amazing. Yes, Sackboy is amazing. But we're now getting into new IP territory. We're now getting into true sequel territory. These are true exclusives built to push the PS5, and you don't want to miss it. So if you're looking at November versus May or June, shit, I believe the PS5, whether the units are going to be sold Japan, China, United States, or Europe, Canada, Brazil, Africa, wherever, they're going to be selling faster than they were in November because there's really a lot more reasons to buy the system. There are partnerships that are publicly made between Discord and Activision, ongoing with Call of Duty. New studios being partnered up with PlayStation, new IPs being announced, new games being announced. Like, shit, if you don't have a PS5 now, you feel bad. You know you want one, you need one. And that outweighs the small amount of games that are available right now on PC. And it will continuously outweigh it as long as the process of them putting games on PC are so minute. No one will think twice about, hey, okay, games are going over. True gamers will, hardcore PlayStation Sony fans will, but as far as the casuals, not so much. PlayStation can really minute it. They can expand it. It's really kind of what they want to do with the advertisement of a game going to PC or not advertising a game going to PC. I mean, it's all up in the air. But if they continue to put games on PlayStation 4 and 5 or PlayStation 5 exclusively, that will kind of drive away that, hey, okay, we're putting this stuff over there, but we're really not serious about expanding over there yet. Again, and I don't think they will because they have a system to sell and they have to. All hands are on deck. You know what I'm saying? You can't sleep. You sleep for a couple of fucking weeks, and everybody thought, "Hey, it's the end of PlayStation," because Xbox showed off 3, 4 Game Pass titles. Then when they woke up and they started talking, everybody was like, "Oh, okay, PlayStation's fine." So I don't know. It's more expected from PlayStation than it is from Xbox. So, they're selling on their legacy, and they have an illustrious legacy. They have an amazing legacy, a legendary legacy that Xbox and even Nintendo can't come up against. So, you don't gotta worry about PlayStation. You don't gotta worry about PlayStation.
I don't think anybody.
Yeah, this guy's selling. It's only selling in China because a lot of people didn't get the PS4 day one, and they have the ability to get a PS5 at launch, which is an amazing thing to see. And there was a lot of support, mutual support between Chinese and PlayStation. The launch was awesome. They had a great launch party over there, even with COVID. Motherfuckers were standing in line. They didn't order offline. We saw a lot of people standing in line in China, which was a rare thing to see. You don't normally see people in lines together because of COVID. So they did a classic launch, and I thought it was just awesome. They love PlayStation.
Wait, hold on. They did a classic launch. Means they launched in stores over there?
Yes. They launched in stores in
So
China.
why the fuck did they not do that over here? What the
Because
fuck?
COVID virus was so fucking high over here at that time, they didn't want to take the risk. Remember, PlayStation 5 launched in November.
In China.
Yeah, but it started there first, so they were able to get shit under control first. If you were looking at the news reports last year, they quickly got their shit under control before we got our shit under control. Like, that's what I saw. That's facts. It started over there, but they got their shit under control. We didn't get our shit under control because we had not that good management. So they had a classic launch. People went to stores. People stood in line. We saw something kind of like that in the United States for the people that would order from GameStop, but they only got so few consoles that you didn't see like lines wrapping around a corner and shit. I just hope that both Xbox and PlayStation can produce a shitload of consoles. I don't feel like any gamer on either side needs to hunt down consoles at eBay or some shit like that. Like, I feel like they need to make sure they have as many consoles as possible. Just looking at GameIndustry.biz. I know they don't post on Sundays, but then they end up posting late on Sundays about the sales report. But nothing launched this week, right? Mass Effect? What else? Did Mass Effect launch? When did Mass Effect launch? Last week or this week?
What, Mass Effect Legendary Edition?
Yeah.
Last week.
Oh, so last week, not this past week that just passed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last week.
okay, because I think we did get the sales on that last week. Well, we covered it this week. Okay. And I think it was like a split of like 70-30. I think it was about 70-30 or 68 something.
Yep.
In favor of PlayStation.
It was 70-30.
Yeah. I think that's it for the show. Again, we did a watch party, a private watch party for Kids Move. We were in a chat. Again, you guys already know I'm not giving out invites to the Discord via the stream anymore because we had some problems with people jumping in there. There's a paywall of $3.50 that you don't have to pay. I'm letting you guys know, if you're a PlayStation gamer, you do not have to pay the $3.50 in order to access the link that would get you in a Discord. All you have to do is contact me on the PSN at JaytechTV 4K60 so you can get the link that would take you to the Discord and be verified, okay? Adding me on a PSN allows me to see your PlayStation network to verify that you're actually active and playing games, and then I won't have a problem giving you the link. But we've had so many problems with PC fans invading our fucking Discord and changing shit that I am not taking any chances in the future. So for now on, there's only two ways to get the link. Either pay $3.50 or get in contact with me on the PlayStation Network.
Sure, that's facts.
Yeah, we don't wanna fuck with anything else. Also, we were supposed to have a joint statement about spoilers, but I don't know where Sam is. But I want everybody to understand we're not fucking with spoilers, even though we're going to get spoilers because of PC fans. PC fans will be on my live stream when I show off Ratchet and Clank. They will actively try to spoil the game. Try to do whatever you can do to protect yourself. I'm going to have a couple troll traps. Live streams posted. One posted this week and one posted next week. Specifically to generate as many PC fans to the live stream so we can block them. So we won't have to deal with so many of them when Ratchet and Clank comes out. But I want you guys to know when Ratchet and Clank comes out, PC fans will be on that dog shit. And they will try to spoil the game. Xbox fans will probably do the same. Again, I told PC fans the reason why I spoiled Days Gone is because these idiots came out of their way to spoil The Last of Us. Not just for myself, but leaving a comment publicly on my live stream and underneath my videos exposed the rest of my viewers and subscribers to spoilers, which I thought was very uncalled for. But again, when they can't enjoy something, they want to ruin it for us. So they're not going to enjoy a lot of fucking games we get. So expect them to try their hardest to spoil a lot of games that we get. That goes for Kenna. That goes for Horizon Forbidden West. These motherfuckers going out their way.
It's going to be multi-platform, so spoiling it for us.
Well, they don't look at Epic Game Store as a platform that they like. So in their eyes, it's basically a PlayStation.
That doesn't mean that it's not going to go to Steam as well.
No, I know it doesn't mean that, but the way they're looking at it, like, hey, it's not on Steam day and date. We don't give a fuck. That shit's PlayStation. Let's spoil it. So, we'll see. Plus, you really think they're going to play that game? No, they're going to get that game and they're going to mod the fuck out of it. They ain't playing that shit. Not the way it is.
Man, I don't want no new freaking. I don't want no new box for that game, bro. Like, what the?
You know they are. Motherfuckers some freaks over there. Pedophiles, man. Bro. They did some wild shit to Ellie when Ellie was first shown off for The Last of Us on PS3. Like, these motherfuckers are wild. But I want all y'all to protect yourself. Again, we got to have a couple troll trap live streams to catch a couple of these guys. Get them blocked. Get them out the way so that when I do start showing off Ratchet and Clank, which obviously will be on YouTube and Twitch, we won't have to deal with a lot of PC weirdos. It is it is 5:12. I want to go make it to Burger King and get something that I desperately need before before Kids Move goes live. I don't know his schedule, so before we go off air, I'm gonna just go check Twitter to see if he's live streaming today. I think that he can start doing 5 hours a day. I've played games for 5 hours straight. Returnal is definitely gonna.
He's the next buck.
But see, he needs to understand each of my runs were like 3 hours to get everything and shit like that, and those runs were successful for me because I got everything I need. I got enough money to pay for this and do this and that. And he's going to find out the hard way. He's going to spend a lot of time getting the shit he needs to successfully get through the boss and other stuff. But he doesn't want to read. That's his problem. He doesn't want to read.
He thinks it's a running gun.
Yeah, it is a run and gun. You can run and you can gun. So, you're not wrong there.
Oh, no, but that's going to get you killed. That's going to get you killed.
Shit about to be crazy though. About to be fucking crazy, like some fucking crazy shit. Damn, the Phoenix Suns are shitting on Los Angeles Lakers. And I hope they fucking beat them because Los Angeles Lakers beat Golden State, and I don't think that was fair. That lucky ass 3-point shot by stupid ass King James. Fucking bastard. I'm pissed off that Golden State got eliminated. Curry worked his ass off. So y'all can say what y'all want to say if y'all not a Golden State Warriors fan. That's perfectly alright. But Curry was getting them points this fucking season. So, you know, it is what it is. So, let's see. Do you have a TV or a monitor? It does 100 hertz, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I voted yes on that because I don't have a 120 monitor. Okay, so when is he going to play the fucking game, man? He's up here talking about frames per second and shit. The fuck is wrong with him?
Jay, he's an Xbox dude, bro. You act as if he's one of us, bro. Nigga's an Xbox dude. Games aren't on top of his priorities.
It's a weird, wild thing to not have that on top of your fucking priorities. Okay, so the good news is we saw Kids Move playing the demo for Scarlet Nexus. I'm not actually sure when it's coming to PlayStation, but I will.
No, it's coming. I think it's coming at the same time. It's just that the demo may not. No, the demo.
Oh, no, I know about the game.
The game.
I'm talking about when is the demo coming to PlayStation, not the game. The game is day and date on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, but I'm talking about the demo.
It may not. It may not.
Yeah. No, they said it. They said it is coming to PlayStation. They just said they. Xbox
the demo is coming to PlayStation.
The demo is coming to PlayStation. Xbox just gets it first.
Okay, I don't know. I'll look out for that. Hey, that demo may convince me to purchase the game. I haven't purchased it yet.
I still don't.
I'm interested in it.
About it. I'm very interested in it, but I still don't know because I know that developer, and I really like playing the games when you get to make a character from them. And I'm kind of disappointed this is their first game that does not give you character customization. So, again, I might just circle back around and play whatever they make next that puts back character customization. So I'm waiting. So again, I don't know when Kids Move's next live stream is for Returnal, but it does look like after he played Returnal, he went on to play Scarlet Nexus demo. And I will confirm, as far as what Twitter is telling me on the likes and dislikes, he got more likes on everything he talked about for Returnal compared to him showing off Scarlet Nexus. So, even on the Xbox Twitter page, more people like PlayStation exclusives than multiplats on his page. So, that's also telling.
When you get greatness, people can't help but look.
This shit's crazy, bro. This shit's fucking crazy. Really, just fucking crazy. Again, I have no inside information. I don't think he has any schedules or anything on his. I just looked on his Twitter page. It doesn't seem like any information is coming out. But if he's trying to do that shit in 30 hours, I would advise him to start playing it every day. Like, play every day as much as possible. So, I can only assume He does. You know, I must be the only person on YouTube that uses the community section because I'll be going to people's community section and they haven't posted shit like in a whole month or years or some shit like that. I post shit almost every day. I'm guessing he'll go live at 7 because he went live at 7 yesterday. And he did 4 hours and 30 minutes, not 3 hours. So he said 3 hours, but the live stream was 4 hours and 30 minutes. So roughly about 5 hours. So roughly he only has 26 hours left, or 26 and a half, or 25 and a half hours left. And then, but see, each run is going to take him about 4 hours because if the run ain't successful, he ain't getting far. So he could play this game actually multiple times during the day and not get far and fail the challenge. Once he gets to the third biome, he's going to die a lot.
So they set him up for 30 hours.
That's not a setup. The game is shorter than 30 hours, but you might spend a lot of time dying.
But he's still in the first biome. So if he spent but hear this though. He spent 5 hours and he's in the first biome. He only has 25 hours to get out of the first biome and get to all the others, and all the others are a lot harder than the first one.
I'm thinking about asking a question to the whole gaming community. If I was to buy an Xbox and someone challenges me to play a game, will it be as spectacular as Kid Smooth playing a PlayStation game? I'm curious. I'm really curious. I'm curious. I am very curious.
What would you play?
I don't know. Fuck. Could be fucking Forza, Gears, or Halo. It would have to be those three because they don't have that many fucking games. I'm not playing Sunset Overdrive on Xbox. I made that decision now. That if I was to ever get an Xbox or somebody gives me an Xbox, I will not play Sunset Overdrive because I feel deep down in my heart that game is coming out. Okay, Cedric, I'll see you later, bro. I'm almost out. Guys, obviously I'll be here tomorrow morning at 11:30. I will again chip away at the platinum for Returnal. I did pick up a gold and I wasn't even planning on doing that. So I really hope that it's not much I gotta do. I died a lot, but I made a lot of progress. So when I died, I did shit. Like I legit did shit. I was not fucking around. Like I was doing shit. So I'm definitely gonna be heading towards the platinum. I don't know what the speed will be, but I will be heading towards the platinum. So I'm basically what I want to do next, since I got everything done. I'm just watching this real quick, guys. So I want to see what the fuck it was. So that's what it was. That's what triggered it. So basically, when I picked up the scout log in the Forbidden Ruins, the trophy popped for me. So that means I need to go to the desert and get.
That means that means you already got those collectibles.
Yeah, that means I got a shitload of collectibles. So I need to go to the desert and get a scout log because I already got the sun piece in there. So I need to get some scout log, probably a couple of scout logs in the desert. This is gonna be really interesting. This is gonna be really interesting. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun tracking down this platinum because it's basically just collectibles, but I'm definitely gonna have to do a little Easter egg hunting for it. Really interested in getting this platinum. Can't wait.
You know what's funny with this game? You can't look up a guide to getting these collectibles.
Yeah, because it's so random.
Everything changes every time. So it's like, oh yeah.
Like I said,
So
bro, my play style though.
This game, I respect them.
My play style was so awesome because I died so much, but I collected so much. So I don't have a lot to find, bro. I'm gonna be picking up just one thing and the trophies be popping all over the place because I collected so much, bro. I collected so much. Oh man, that shit's about to be funny as shit. That's it. That Cedric said Lakers in 6. Hey bro, if the Lakers win another championship, I'm gonna stop playing games altogether, bro. Dead ass
Oh
serious.
man,
I'm gonna stop playing games altogether. So
damn.
I'll see y'all later, okay? I'm out. True Witty, you can stay in the stream afterwards, bro. We could talk.